Hello everyone. How is it going? I hope you guys are ready for Art Fight because this is an Art Fight stream. We are going to draw some attacks and we are doing specifically revenges in my case because I still owe quite a few revenges, so that's what we're going to be doing today. You can hear multiple parries. Uh-oh. Well, that's not great. Let's see what I can do about that. Am I still echoing? Are you still hearing more than one of me? You don't hear multiple. Okay. Some random guy is hearing more than one of me. Peanut Brittle is only hearing one of me. Some random guy, can you try refreshing and see if maybe that helps? Let me know if it's still an issue, and if anybody else is having the issue, let me know. I am so excited to do this because we have a lot of fun on stream drawing together during Art Fight season. I know a lot of you are also doing Art Fight, and so you've got art attacks that you're also drawing, and so we can kind of work on these things together, keep each other company, that kind of stuff, which I think is really nice and fun to do in the summer. Ram is only hearing one parry, and Slither is only hearing one of me too. Some random guy, I'm afraid to say it might just be your device. Try exiting and then re-entering, and that might help. What I currently have up on screen right now is an attack that I finished last night. This was a revenge attack, and this character is kind of a villain if it wasn't super obvious. But she's a serial killer, my friends. She murders cereal. She's a serial killer. So that's what we have going on here. How many attacks have you done, Wolf Dog? I believe you were at 70 yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if that's changed by a lot, or am I pretty close? Let me know. Yeah, so today we've got a brand new list of people to attack, and we're gonna need a new canvas to do it on. Peanut Brittle is about to say 9, and Fluffy Paws has done 14. Peanut Brittle 83. That is massive. Are any of those mass attacks, or did you do 83 individual attacks? That is so much. I am very impressed, but also a little terrified. That's a little scary. That's a really big number. And it's the 16th. It's the 16th of July. So you've managed to do 83 attacks in 16 days. That's incredible. You are taking full advantage of your summer vacation if you are on summer vacation, and I applaud you. That's pretty amazing. In fact, I think I have like a little yes. I have a cheer emoji. I'm gonna drop that in the chat and cheer you on. So we are going to need a new canvas, but I did want to just go through a couple of the ones that I did while we were off stream since the last stream. I think last stream we ended here. This was the one we started and almost finished during the previous stream. So here we have the final render, the final result. And as somebody who doesn't draw a lot of dragons, I was pretty proud of this one. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty darn proud of how I did here. Keisha is at 19 attacks. Keisha, I think you might have me beat. I don't know. Let's see. I started down here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's the same thing. 19, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I've done more than I thought I did. Wolf Dog's trying to get to 90 on this stream. Well, you know what? If you're motivated, if you've got all your energy and you're like refreshed and ready to rock and roll, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm about it. So we're going to create a new canvas. I'm going to go again with a square. I'm going to just reduce that a little bit and bring that brightness down because we got to protect the eyeballs. And we're going to adjust the canvas size. This is what I like to use. I like to use a 1920 by 1920 at 150 dpi. So that's what we're going to set this to. And Moss, hello, welcome to the stream. You're finally not an hour late. Well, congrats. That's amazing. And I'm glad that you're here. It's really good to have you. We are doing revenges, of course. That's what we do. In art fight season, we draw art attacks of other people's characters, but that means that I will be working on some very unfamiliar designs, some characters I haven't probably drawn before. So, you know, have mercy on me if I have like a little bit of growing pains figuring it out as we go. Yeah, Fluffy Paws with the question that is perfect. How is everybody's day going today? Whether it's morning, whether it's afternoon or evening for you, how are you handling this day so far? And hello, We Hire Monkeys, max out the sliders. What sliders are we talking about? J1K, hi, good to see you. Abstracted, hello. J1K is at 39 attacks, crushing 31 in 31 days is the goal. Well, that's a good goal. I'm pretty close to my goal for this year. I wanted to do 30 because I wanted to average at least one a day. And I'm at like 20 something, we just counted up. So, and more than that even, if you count that 2 of them were doubles. So like, the Spidey Sonas, where were they? Here they are. This is technically 2 revenges because I drew 2 of the revenges I owed in the same art. Because, you know, they kind of belong in the same AU. So that's what, that counts as 2. And then I did another one that counts as 2. Where is it? I did this one. These 2 vampire OCs also count as 2 because these are both revenges. Let's go back to our blank canvas for a second. At Keisha, what did you say? You're gonna attack Ram. That's phenomenal. Yes, by all means, everyone. This as a refresher from the last stream. Let us know in the chat what team you're on. And what your not your URL, because you can't drop links, but what your username is, your profile name on Artfight. And if somebody, like say Team Vampire, wants to attack a werewolf and wants to know who's an active player this year, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, the active players are here in chat. So that is a great way to find a new target. Ram says, I'm really scared. That's awesome. And Slither is 4 away from their goal. That's amazing. People be hitting those goals this year. I actually need to pull up on screen. By the way, can you hear the music? I don't know if you guys... I don't think you guys can hear this. I might have turned it down too low when I thought we were duplicating our voice. I say our, but I meant mine. No, there's more than one of me's, I guess. No, there's not. Well, you guys can definitely hear that. So here we go. I need to look at... Hello, Martina. Welcome to the stream. Hi, hi, hi. Wolf Dog is on Team Werewolf, so is Peanut Brittle. Martina, there we go, I got it. Going to upload my first attack today, and I'm getting a little nervous. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Whoever you drew for is going to be excited no matter what. It's just exciting to, when you don't know if anybody's going to draw your character and then somebody does. It's so exciting. It's so exciting because you don't know. You never know. So when you log in or you refresh and you check your Artfight profile again and you get that little notification, they're always going to be exciting. So yeah, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. We are drawing today. Let me show you who we're going to start with. I've got a couple pulled up on screen, but I'm going to show you specifically the one that I'm looking at first. And it's going to be this one. We are looking at this first. This is going to be a revenge attack on Shuggy Cake. And Shuggy Cake has a super cute little sea creature. Likes to collect seashells and create things out of them. Lives underwater, but can also breathe air. This is also a child OC, not an adult OC, right? It's so cute, Fluffy Balls. It is adorable, and I'm really excited to draw this. I think it'll be really fun too once I figure out the pose and everything to add a very aquatic background. I like doing like little water themes So I'm really looking forward to this one. I think this is gonna be a fun one. But first, before I can get started, I gotta come up with a pose. And I love to reference Pinterest. I have a Pinterest board, you guys know this, full of poses, and it's linked in the description. So if you guys are interested in checking out my Pinterest board and getting ideas and poses from that, I just highly recommend. First, I gotta get to my Pinterest board. I don't know what happened. Okay, here we go. Found it. All right, so I guess I could share screen with you guys again. Let's go over here and we'll share screen. So let's do this. Here's my Pinterest board. We're not gonna look at my emails. We don't need you to see that. We are going to pick out a pose. So I'm gonna look for poses, but also kind of want to look at child poses, which I don't think I put many of them in there, but I would have put them in something called family dynamic. There we go. So here we have kind of like different age groups. Like this is super cute. I could do something in this kind of age group for this character. I think that's adorable. Yeah, like little, just cute little kid poses, you know? Like here's a bunch of them too. So I might pick one of these and then we'll just get started on our character here who is so cute. I can switch back over real quick to the canvas so I can hide that. And we're gonna start drawing, but first let me catch up on what did I miss in chat while we were browsing. Abstracted says, oh, Perry, remember that animated mass attack I kept mentioning? Well, one day the power went out. No, I don't like where this is going. And majority of the drawing was not saved. You lost 20 characters that you had animated? Oh, a moment of silence for Abstracted. That's just painful. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's awful. I hope that maybe you shared a screenshot with somebody just to kind of give you a jumping off point of what you had. Screenshots tend to be my best friend when I have an issue with like a file corrupting or not saving my progress and forgetting to save and then something happens. If you shared any screenshots of your work in progress with somebody, hunt that down, grab that screenshot from somewhere, because that will help you get back some of the work that you lost. I'm really sorry. That's not fun for anyone. We hire monkeys. I can imagine someone drawing the trashy practice character I drew in an hour and a half as opposed to the ones I've spent ages on. That can and does happen. If you make the character available in Art Fight, there's a chance that somebody's going to draw it. You never know. You never know what somebody's going to pick. Yeah, an F in the chat for Abstracted. I'm so sorry. Yeah, very sad day. That is depressing. Agreed. And same thing happened to Fluffy Paws. No, guys, save often. Save all the time. Control S or Command S is your best friend. Do it all the time. Hello, Pilfer. Good to see you. I have ads. Yeah, I have ads. It should not be playing ads though in the middle of the stream. There should be no mid-roll ads because I unchecked that box. The stream should not be interrupted by any ads. There might be an ad at the beginning. There might be an ad at the end, but there should be no ads anywhere in the middle. If you see one, tell me because they're not supposed to be there. That's why I use 5 separate drives to save my work too. I wish I was that diligent. We hire monkeys. I'm really not. I don't duplicate my files as much as I should. And that's why I end up having to use screenshots to rescue corrupted files because I don't duplicate enough. PC didn't crash. Pilfer pulled it into his universe. Oh, I see. We're blaming Pilfer now. Okay. Pilfer, I'm sorry. Let's get started on a cute pose for this character. So let's see. What do I want to do? I kind of like, oh man, I like all of them. They're all so cute. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, what am I going to draw? Pilfer, sheesh. Yeah, I know. It's not fair. It's not fair that you get blamed, but it happened. Goodness gracious, there's so many options to choose from when it comes to picking a pose. How do I choose? Oh, I found one. I found what I want. Of course I picked something with a really strange under the chin angle. Of course I did. Because it's me. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I make this hard on myself? Okay, we're gonna do this anyway. We're doing it. It's happening. I'm gonna go to my pencil, my sketch pencil, and we're gonna change the song because this flute is kind of a little unpredictable. Let's go to, I don't know, what's this? Okay, that's a little less spiky and shrill. We'll try that one. Oh, you were so close, Wolf Dog. And you noticed when he showed up. Yeah, we are monkeys. Okay, right. Okay, I keep getting distracted. I'm not gonna let that keep happening. We're gonna draw this. We're gonna do it now. It's happening. Okay, so first things first, I kind of want like just a little head shape, you know, a little tomato head shape. We're gonna just kind of round that out a little better, just a little bit. And then I'm gonna get rid of this line here because I don't want to mistake that for like the angle this face is gonna be at, because it's not gonna be at that angle. Okay, bear with me. We're just starting off. This is just the sketch. Then the neck kind of comes down like this to this side because it's like, you'll see. I promise you. Just trust the process. And then we're going to kind of like put this here, I think. Body is kind of like doing this. So you got like the line of action, right? We talked about line of action? Probably not in a while. But like our line of action for the body here is going to be like this. That's the line of action. So we're going to get this nice, really like organic bending shape here in the body. And then I think I might have drawn this stuff a little too big. So we're going to make it a little smaller so I can get legs and arms and stuff in here. And I could probably put a little higher. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see. We're going to do kind of like the arms are sort of doing this airplane thing. So we're kind of going to like do the little airplane thing with the kid's arms. So the arms are going to come out to the side like this. And then we've got hips here. And a leg that just sort of comes down like this. And the foot's kind of going to plant a little bit forward, like that, for that leg. Okay. The other leg, we're going to kind of like, let it come back like this. Kneecap kind of here, which means we're going to have like the bend. We're going to see the bend in the leg here. And the heel of the foot kind of lands like here. But the rest of the foot, we're going to bring kind of like that. And then like our two heels are sort of on the same plane, which I think they should be if I'm not totally reading this wrong. I think that's kind of what we want. I do think the forward-facing foot is a bit extreme comparatively, so I'm going to kind of like bring a little bit more, just make it the back foot a little bit bigger, just to sort of match the scale of the rest of it. And now we add the rest of the arms. We gotta at least map out the arms a little bit more before I actually have enough to go off of for doing line art. Notice when he showed, yeah, I read that part. Okay, Pilfer Shees, understandably so. And we hire monkeys. I do believe that all this animating has made me faster at drawing. I agree. I would imagine. I would certainly imagine that it would. I feel like that absolutely stands to reason, that all that animating would indeed make you faster. I think so. All right, so for this arm, I think we're gonna scribble a lot so that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm on the same layer. No, I meant to do that on a different layer. I just kind of erased some of the body, my bad. This is fine. This is fine. I can recover this. This is fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's wrong. Nothing to see here. All right, so I think hand-wise, I kind of want to like do maybe something kind of like this, you know, maybe. And then for this backhand, we're going to splay it. We're going to start kind of like with a thumb here. And then we're going to splay the rest of the fingers this way. And it's kind of going to go a little bit behind the wrist just because of the angle. The pinky's here, so it's going to be the shorter one. And then we have these two here, and then the index finger here. Kind of like that. So I know it's rough. These are not the most, I mean, I didn't even put the right number of fingers on this hand. So this is not the most accurate, there we go, sketch for hands, for sure. But it's just kind of like getting an idea, putting them sort of in the right spot so that I have an idea of what to do when I get to them. So as far as the face goes though here, like, man, this is where I really got to pay attention to my reference. Oh man, Pilfer says, I'm making Oreo ice cream right now and I keep eating all the Oreos. I feel sick now, but I'll keep eating more. It's hard to stop once you get started on snack foods. It is on treats. It's really hard. Speaking of, that reminds me, I don't have a treat here, but I do have a coffee. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Oh, that's amazing. I love coffee. Peanut Brittle, man, my drawing pen keeps dying. Abstracted. I'm faster at animating compared to my normal still image drawings, and I have yet to figure out why. Maybe your animations are simpler than your illustrations. That maybe could be it. Maybe. I don't actually know, but that's my guesstimate. I'm gonna show you guys for fun, for the fun of it, show you my two animated attacks. Oh boy. Actually, see these layers? These layers are the layers for this animation, and all I did was animate, so I don't know how many layers that is, because they all say 18. They're not, I don't know, they're not numbered correctly. But that's all the layers for my animation, Attack of That Little Fridge, and if I find my photos, I can show you it moving. So like, yeah, that's the attack when it moves. Yeah, Pilfer, don't eat all of them. Save some for the rest of us. I agree. I wouldn't mind some Oreos. I think that sounds great with my coffee right now. And then my other animated attack, because I've done two so far. Where's the other one? Where did I put that? What did I animate? Why can't I remember? I animated something. What was it? Brain. Oh, here, the little ghost boy. Yeah, the little ghost boy. I animated this too. So that's my two. Yes, Ghosty. Those are my two animated attacks so far this year, which is more than I've ever done before because in previous years I didn't animate any attacks. So I'm really excited about this. This is exciting to me. I love it. I've had so much fun at figuring this out. Like animating in Procreate has been a blast. And there's simple animations, like it's just his face animating, but like it took all those layers to do it. Right, back to our little mer creature thing that we're drawing. That character is adorable. You have a link. Yeah. Okay, I can get you the link for that one for sure. 1 second. I have it. Let me go to... You're talking about the ghost character? I have the link to the ghost character, and I can drop links in chat, so that's fine. I can do that. Yeah. So our ghosty friend here, I have a link. Here you go. That's the link to the ghost friend. I assume you mean the ghost and not the fridge, so I'm gonna just jump to the assumptions there. And then I'm going to, yes, there you go. And then I'm going to try drawing this mer creature thing. And I just gotta move stuff around my screen just ever so slightly so I can put everything where I can see it. So I make sure I can still read chat and look at my reference and control the stream. Yeah, all of those things all at one time. That's the goal. I need access to all the things. Okay, so sorry I left you waiting on this screen for so long. We are back, and now that I'm looking again at this cute little mer creature, I still think I might have aged this character up a little bit too much. Also, I forgot I was working on sort of like the face. And now that I'm looking at it again, it doesn't have to be an upwards chin. I can totally adjust this so that I'm not looking under the chin. It's not an extreme angle with the kid's head tossed back. We can bring the face forward. That's fine. That's what I think we're going to do. We're going to bring the face forward. And this is not as chibi. Like, I drew child proportions. I did not draw chibi proportions. And now I'm realizing the original reference is kind of in chibi proportions. So, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'm hoping it still goes really well. I don't want to make the character seem uncanny or unrecognizable. So, I'm going to have to work at it. But that's okay. It's the first one of the day. We can put in a little extra effort and struggle through those warm-up jitters. You made a PMV and a stop motion attack. That's dedication. That is a lot of work. Oh, I just shook the desk. I'm sorry. And that's yeah, good job. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, okay, I was just making sure I wasn't behind. All right. Okay, so here's the hard part. This character is kind of like a little bit mermaid, a little bit sea foam. I guess I could start, let's start with the shell that's holding on like the sea foam dress, it looks like. So we're gonna go with like, oh, hang on. I don't know what's going on there. We should be looking at pure black and not working on the sketch layer. That could have been a really big problem. It could have been a really bad mistake. All right, so she sells, oh my goodness. She sells seashells by the seashore. I feel kind of like that's what that's supposed to look like. I hope so, because that's how I drew it. This could be rounded out a little. Oh my goodness. What is my eraser set to? What is this madness? Here we go. So I think I haven't really asked this in any of the streams so far, but I am curious, what software are you using if you're drawing digitally? And if you're not drawing your text digitally, what medium do you use? Like, do you tend to use, I just realized that that's not even. Do you tend to use like pencils? Like, do you do colored pencils? Do you inks? Do you use pastels? If you're doing traditional art. And no pressure, of course, to do one or the other. There's no like, oh, such and such a superior. Like, no, obviously not. No. It's to each their own and whatever they feel comfortable with and whatever they're excited to use. I'm just curious, like, what are your guys' preferences? What are your guys' opinions? What do you like? What are you using to draw? And see, exactly, Wolf Dog is using clay, which is like so different. It's so different. At least to me, it's different. And that's awesome. That is so unexpected and it's cool. And I bet people who are getting clay attacks were not expecting them. It's gotta be just such a surprise, you know? Not that it's not cool to do digital too. Obviously, I like digital. I'm doing digital. So again, please do not infer any negativity from anything positive I say about something else. It's not an and or situation. Or like, it can be an and. It doesn't have to be an or, I guess. Hopefully I'm making sense. We Hire Monkeys is using Clip Studio Paint. Slither is using IBIS Paint. Regrettably getting an iPhone from your aunt soon. So hoping Procreate. Sorry, I'm yawning. I am still stunned to this day that some of you guys are drawing on your phones. That to me, like, I would just like try it right now. Off the fly if my phone wasn't my camera. But my phone is my camera right now, so unfortunately we can't just experiment with that. But I just imagine it's so hard. It's gotta be difficult because you're using such a small surface, you know? We Are Monkeys is on PC, an out-of-date version of BP. BP, what's BP? PC, I see, an out-of-date version on PC. Gotcha. J1K is using traditional with a Mass Attack on Sketchbook. See, and yeah, you can mix it up. I haven't mixed it up yet. I keep saying I will, but it's just so much easier for me to lean on experience with digital. So I keep doing digital. But like, if you guys have been following my channel outside of Art Fight, you've probably noticed that I've been trying to do my first sketchbook, like literally my first ever sketchbook. And it may not be the most impressive thing in the world, so I understand why it's not getting like a ton of views, but it's my journey, you know? And like, I've been wanting to get brave enough to even do a sketchbook basically my whole life. So I'm doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it. Ram is drawing with IBIS Paint. I don't know if that's IBIS, but that's why I'm just spelling it out because I don't know how to pronounce it. So hopefully that's fine. I think the shell is fine there for this part. So we're gonna leave that. And then it looks kind of like a tubey dress, like it kind of just comes up and goes behind the shell, you know? Like that. So we're gonna do it like that. Just like the creator did of this character. And I'm gonna create a new layer again after just those 2 lines because I want to be sure. Now there is this cute little sort of like, oh gosh, kind of like bows, like you would do with like little silk ribbons or something, but only this is done out of pearls and it's got like, it's connected by, oh gosh, what are those shells called? Donatello? I think it's a Donatello shell. I'm gonna look it up because I want to be sure. Donatello shell. No, not the Ninja Turtle. Of course I would get the Ninja Turtle first. No. I meant like the actual, oh goodness, spirally shell. What are they called? Well, I guess some people just call them spires. Spiral. Man, it has a name. I used to know because I used to really enjoy collecting shells, but I just don't remember anymore. It's fine. I'm wasting time looking this up. Let's get back to business. Hello, Bing. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Slither said, I made my own sketchbook, bound it and stuff. That's incredible. I haven't like DIY'd mine like that. I'm just using, actually, if I scooch this down for a second, Swiss roll turtle. Oh no, did you guys see that shake? I just dropped a stack of books behind my desk. Whoops. I was trying to show you guys this. This is my sketchbook that I was talking about. My first ever in my whole life sketchbook. And I've had it for years where I didn't draw anything in it. So it's like older and it's been water spilled and stuff. So it's like damaged, see? You can kind of see that, right? Like you can see like the coffee stain and the water stains. But I decided that like my first drawings are not gonna be perfect anyway. So I'm gonna draw them in an imperfect book so I don't have to feel the pressure to not ruin anything. And then, I don't know, I just like sticker bombed it with these and started drawing. So I went to the beach and I drew this. That was actually there at the beach. There was a sea lion on the beach the day that I went. So yeah, I really saw one and I really drew it. I skipped a page. There's this tunnel. This is all at Lagoon Beach, these birds that were there. And then I went to Las Vegas for New Year's. And this is everybody like toasting. A really, really loose sketch looking out my hotel window. I went to Big Bear Lake and I drew the observatory on the lake. And this is my my tortoise Elliot, and oh gosh, pine cones, these cool looking crab trees that were there. No, that's not done yet. We'll come back to that. And yeah, VidCon. So the last one I just did was the VidCon video. And yeah, some VidCon drawings. More VidCon stickers. But yeah, that's it. Like that's the whole journey so far. And I mean, nothing quite as, say, like you're not gonna get, I don't know, like any of these really, but you're not even gonna get like this, something like this in my first sketchbook. So I kind of like, I feel like I understand why it's not a popular series, because I'm starting from the ground up on my sketchbook. And that's also why, long story short, hello, let me bring it back to the topic at hand. That's also why I haven't done any traditional art fight attacks yet, because I just know that it's going to be hard for me, because it's a learning process for me, but I also want to deliver a really good quality, like my best, the best that I can do for you right now. That's what I want to do when I draw your attacks. And so sketching them and on paper versus doing them digitally, which is what I've done for like the last 10 years of my life, is everything's been digital. I feel like the obvious answer is to draw you digital attacks. So that's what I'm doing. Did all of that make sense? I hope all of that made sense. Yeah, I feel like I kind of lost you guys there. I went off on like a tangent. Sorry. sorry about that. Let's talk about art fight. And yeah, for everybody who is doing traditional attacks, again, that is in no way a reflection of your art and your attacks, because your digital journey is, or your traditional journey is so much different than mine. You're gonna have a different experience. You're gonna have different skills and things that you can do with your art that I can't do, you know. And so yeah, absolutely draw however you want in whatever medium you want, and I support you as long as it doesn't involve like, I don't know, drawing in the blood of my enemies. Like, don't do that. I understand it's vampires versus werewolf, but don't do that. I am so excited to go check that out now. Oh, yay! I'm so glad somebody to join me on my sketchbook journey. That's so exciting. Yes. Yeah, it's been an experience for sure. So yeah, I'd be so delighted if you would want to check that out, because I'm learning, and you guys are kind of gonna like see that. You're gonna see that I'm learning. What you're used to seeing me draw is not gonna be what you find in my sketchbook, but to make up for it, I kind of try to take you on the journey too. Like when I'm drawing in all these places, I show you the places. So hopefully, you know, it's a balancing act. It's a balancing act for sure. Bing says, I bought a sketchbook and slapped a bunch of stickers on the cover, only to use the first couple pages, draw squares, and haven't touched it since. That sounds like something I would do. It does. It sounds like what I would do, or what I have done basically, yeah, forever with all of my sketchbooks that never got used. So I can relate. Is it bad that I can relate to that? I feel like that's not a good thing. Like when you're like, oh, that's relatable, you want it to be like relatable for a good reason. But no, that's relatable because I am terrible at using my stuff. Bing knows. Bing's been trying to hold me accountable for all my my art haul videos. The more stuff I buy and don't even use, and people in the Discord catching me and being like, we talked about this. We talked about it. Stop, Perry. Stop it. Stop buying supplies that you're not using. Okay. So then this cute little dress kind of like curves around like here. And then we can like draw sort of like the fabric coming down toward it, but then it billows out like here. Yes, this is super cute. I love it. This is adorable. I like this character so much. In fact, if you guys are interested in drawing this cute little mer creature at the same time that I'm drawing this cute little mer creature, I can give you the link. Yeah, let me do that. Let me give you guys the link. That way, if anybody else wants to draw her, at the same time, and then we can just flood this person with all these attacks of this cute little character. I think that that would be amazing. Oh, no, I think I just accidentally X'd out of her window. That's fine. I can get back to it. No big deal. I can fix this. I think that was maybe Shuggy Cake's character. Let me check. Yes, correct. I was right. All right, guys, gals, all the folks, all the peoples, all the art fighters. Here it is. This is the link to the little mer creature. That way, if anybody else also feels like drawing this, they can. And we can all sort of like, you know, like in a very loving and wholesome way, gang up on and attack this character. I'm gonna take another sip of my coffee. There we go. And also to like, man, let me just say the attack that this artist did for me too, by the way, because this is a revenge. Hello, let me use my words. But yeah, the attack that she did of my character was so phenomenal. I feel like I should share that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna share it. So let me just hop back over to the screen here for a second, because I feel like y'all should see this. So real quick, let me go full screen. I'm gonna just switch over to display. Okay. And I want you to see this. Is that not freaking amazing? Hello, Nancy. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, everybody jump her. Jump this little mer creature. Jump it. But this is what Shuggy Cake drew for me, and this is what we're revenging right now. So we're drawing this little mer child as a revenge for this gorgeous, I mean, I couldn't look at my comment. Look at my comment. I was so blown away. I didn't even notice that this emoji was like not working. Yeah, it's so good. It's so beautiful. This is my zombie fighter character. She was in the Navy, just like me. So I feel like this character is very much like me. The way that I designed her was to be kind of like, share a lot of my experiences. I don't have a kid, but she has a kid. This is her kid. And we kind of like have watched her grow up. Over the years, this child, as this character gets older, because I made this character a while ago, and as it gets older, the kid gets older too. But yeah, this is my character, and then this is how. Oh, and on YouTube, by the way, it's Shami, right? Do you guys remember Shami from last stream? Yeah, this is Shami, and this is her art, and I am blown away. I am just beyond. Like how good that is. It's so good. It's so good. So yeah, if you guys want to help me out, help me get revenge for this beautiful piece of art, draw this mer creature character and let's all just bomb her like with all this love for this cute little OC. Beyond my abilities. Oh, right. Me too. Honestly, like, blows me away. I couldn't do it either. I sadly can't join in because your wrist is hurting. I'm so sorry. If you do like the character, save the link for later. You never know. But yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, rest your wrist. Do what you gotta do to protect, you know, your appendages. Take breaks. Drink water, everyone. Stretch. Take breaks. Do those things. It's Art Fight. I know we only get 1 month to do as much art as possible. Some of you are like, you're in your 70s and 80s, okay? I want to know that you're taking breaks. I want to know it. You got to say it. Say it in the chat. Say, I'm taking breaks. I solemnly do swear to take a break, to drink water, and to stretch. I want you to say it. I want to see it in the chat. Nancy, I love that everyone has different styles of art. They are definitely good at their style. I agree. Yes, this is also so very true. All right. Oh, man. Yeah, and I look at that again, and then I look at this little cartoony child I'm drawing, and I'm like, man, it doesn't even seem fair to like not to be drawing something so cute and little and simple for something so beautiful. but this is what we're doing. We're drawing this cute child, and we're gonna make it good. We gotta go through the process. We're gonna make it good. I am not seeing any I do solemnly swears in the chat. Why? Where are they? You guys cannot hide from me. You need to stretch. You need to drink water. You need to take breaks. Bing, your wrist hurts. You're taking a break, okay? Anybody else, though? Anybody else need to take a break? Do it. Frequently, drink your water. I'll drink water. I won't just drink coffee. I'll also drink water. Nancy swears. Okay, at least one of you does. Slither, I solemnly swear. I was literally out all yesterday. You went tubing. Okay, good. Yes. Make sure you refresh. You can't just draw nonstop. I understand. Bing, I only have 8 attacks this year, and I will inflict wrist hurt to grind. No. Breaks. Or get like, hold on. Get one of these. Seriously. I have, not that one. Here we go. This one? Or this one? This one. I have so many of these now. But yeah, this is what I use. It's like a wrist wrap that you just kind of put your hand in. You're going to do this off screen because it's hard with one hand. And you wrap it. And that's what I do. And I protect I'm a lefty, so I protect my left hand, my wrist, by wearing this. And I do wear this a lot when I'm drawing. I just wasn't wearing it today. But usually I would have this on when I draw. For this reason, like what Bing's going through, this is why I have this. Moss, I solemnly swear to take, yeah, there we go. Wait, what? Take breaks less often than I usually do, but still have a reasonable amount of breaks. That is not what I said. That is not what I said, Moss. Slither, I just signed into my account since yesterday and have 3 attacks. Yay! And 3 notifications. That's so good. How exciting. I'm happy for you. Bing, I think I might need to actually buy one. Jokes aside. Yeah, I can drop. I'll put a link to this in Discord for you where I get that. I got it off of Amazon, so I'll show you the exact one. I really do like this. Just when you wash it, I guess like take it out and air dry it, because the other ones that I like tossed aside, that's why I have 3. The other ones I put them in the dryer and it ruined the Velcro. So those ones like barely even hold on anymore. So yeah, that's my like one piece of advice when you get one of these. Don't dry it in the dryer, because then the Velcro doesn't work anymore. It's kind of useless after that. Oh, Buddy wants to eat. I know. I'll blame Perry and go back to work. No, go eat then. Eat something. You guys, you got to take breaks. You cannot go around telling people, Perry said grind, Perry said take no breaks. No, you have to take breaks. I did not endorse this. This was not my message. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just try to get like these hands on here. Well, why not? Why not do the hard thing now? So we're gonna come up here. We're gonna kind of make this index finger, and then we're gonna bring this thumb out, just like that. But what I kind of want to do too with this, because she's aquatic, and I think it would be fun, I kind of want to give her like little webby fingers, you know? So I'm still going to draw the hand like I normally would. But then I'm going to draw like webs between the fingers like this. Because she's aquatic. Yeah. There we go. So we still have, you know, the knuckles where they normally would be. But we got some webbing too. Isn't that fun? Like, that's right. Like, it's aquatic. Wolf Dog, I'm at 90 attacks. We hire monkeys. I'm on my first attack, but it's 9 frames in. You're doing an animated attack. I hardly think you can quantify that in the same way that we quantify still drawings. You know what I mean? Like, not sure. Those are on the same scale. But yes, Wolf Dog, that is a huge number. You are just absolutely pulverizing Art Fight. Wait, which team are you on? Which team are you on, Wolf Dog? Are you Werewolf? Are you in Team Werewolf? Is this why we're winning? In case you guys did not know, you can keep tabs on who's winning all throughout Art Fight. Now, they do a final tally at the end where they go through and they check that there was like no cheating or anything to the best of their ability to make sure like nobody was point farming or doing anything wrong. So they don't tell you the results right away. It'll take a few weeks for them to like actually check and make sure that there was no funny business. But just as far as like the website's concerned and the way it tallies attacks, there is a live tally on the main page, and werewolves have been in the lead, just saying, since like the beginning. Every time I look, we're still just a little bit ahead. So yeah, Wolf Dog is Team Werewolf, yay! So yeah, there we go. We have one of our major contributors to our team right here in the chat right now. Okay, I'm sorry, Perry. No, Moss, don't be sorry. You've only one attack done. Don't be sorry. One is still winning. You are still winning at Art Fight just by participating. One still counts. So yeah, don't worry. Don't worry, don't apologize. You're doing great. I think you're doing great. I just kind of need to even out this line. It was bothering me teensy bit. So yeah, okay. I like that. I'm using it. I'm keeping it. I'm collapsing it down to the layer with the stuff that I like. And we're going to keep those there and start a new layer. I'm taking way too long to draw this. I'm going like so slow today, but it's fine. This is fine, right? Keisha, boom, 20 attacks done. Is Ram still in the chat? Ram, are you still here? Keisha may have done something that they want to show you. Just saying. Yeah, very, very exciting. Hopefully they're here, but if they're not, they'll still see it when they check their Art Fight. Let's do the other arm now. Okay. I don't know what I did here. Like, what is this? What is this hand? What was I doing? What was I going for? We'll try to make it make sense. First things first, we have this part of the thumb. Then we'll kind of like bring that part up in the knuckle. There we go. And then the rest of the hand just kind of like that. I don't love it. Again, I didn't love this pose to begin with, but we're gonna try to work with it before we decide to can it and do something completely different. We will try. Okay, so that's in my way. We're gonna move it. Here we go. Also, why am I drawing? When did that happen? Let's turn this around for a second. There we go. Widescreen, because you guys are looking at it on a wide screen. So, yeah, let's do this. Also, can I not erase that? That's not on this layer. It must be on this layer. Nope, it's not on that one either. That's bizarre. Let's try this layer. Got it. All right. Now, for this other finger, or other fingers, plural, we're gonna come up and nope, don't like it, that's not what I'm gonna do. Let's see, I'm gonna make the first one come all the way up, and if I'm gonna bend one, it's gotta go half and half. It can't like you know what I mean? Like, we don't want to make... What did I do here? I don't know. I don't know what I did. I'm not sure it makes sense. We're not... It's not making the most sense. I mean, it kind of does, but also it's messy, you know? Like, it makes sense. It doesn't look good. I could probably come up with a better hand pose than that. Keisha, now gonna look for new people to attack. Yes, do it. If you are on a roll, roll with it. All right, I'm going to, we're gonna hide that and we might not use it, but I might come back to it if I can't come up with something better. So, you know, options. Okay. Or, man, but I don't feel like I can just mirror this because the angle is like the hand kind of goes behind the arm because the arm is extended back, you know, and then if I try to bring it forward, I don't know. Maybe this is one of those moments where, hi, hello, Annie. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. We are drawing a little mer child, a mer creature child. This one is bipedal. It has 2 legs. I'm just trying to figure out how to draw this hand. Moss, am I allowed to say somebody's ArtFight username here that isn't mine? If you are saying it in a kind, polite, and I don't know, in a way that's showing admiration for or appreciation for the other person and not in any way like making an example out of them. Does that make sense? Then I don't mind. You can definitely like suggest to other people. Ram, I'm going to work on my revenge for Keisha. Do it. Go for it. It's a great idea. Wolf Dog, only 10 more attacks and you're at 100. That is fire. I don't know how you're doing it. We Hair Monkeys, I have 2 widescreens, but one of my monitors is 15 plus year old. I am currently working on a borrowed monitor from work because I accidentally dropped my monitor, which I just bought for my gaming PC, and destroyed it. It's ruined. And I can't replace it because the warranty doesn't cover me breaking it. It covers if it breaks, but I can't be involved apparently. So the warranty will not replace my broken monitor, even though it's brand new, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm on one crusty old monitor from work, but I still am glad that I at least have one. Hello everyone, hello Ro, welcome to the stream. We are drawing some art attacks and I am apparently just randomly speckling this up without looking and knowing that I'm doing it. So let's try, maybe if I just add the arm first and then the hand will come naturally after that, maybe. Let's try, let's see. What is happening? How did okay, I changed the color too, apparently. All right, so we're going to, shoulder, arm, kind of like that, maybe. We'll see if it sticks, if I like it enough to keep it. And we'll bring that up so it'll look like connected to the body, and then bring the bottom part of that here and the bottom part of that there. And can I do the same thing on the other side? Why does this keep speckling? I don't understand. It's fine. This is fine. We need more music tracks though, so I'm going to expand that and see what's next. Temple of Freedom. Okay, I don't know what that is, but we're gonna listen to it. The Dell isn't bad. It's literally 4.3 equivalent to 1080p. I also think mine's a Dell. Maybe not. It says HP LP 2475W, so whatever that is. Let's see. The other arm, we're gonna bring it in. Not like that. That does not look good at all. Let's start at the body again. So we'll start here. There's the bicep, there's the forearm. That's a little better. There's a random dot that I dropped on accident. Okay, so I do like that. I think it's safe to say that that can stay. What I still need to work on is that other hand. Hands are tough. Even more hands, even more people hands. Hands are still hard. Little webby hands are still hands and they're still hard to do. Which reminds me, I was saying how I might just maybe kind of sort of want to reference my hand references that I also pinned. So I'm going to do that real quick. Back to how to art, back to what category, hands and feet. And I just need... could see that working. I'll try that. All right, so let's write this real quick. And I'm gonna hide that so it's not confusing me. And we're gonna just come in here, and again, we're gonna start with a thumb. And we're just gonna let it sort of like be like this. And here's where it gets harder. We bring out, let me rotate this way. We're gonna bring out the fingers like that. There's one. Nope. The other one's kind of gonna go like, I do kind of want to keep like a little bit pointed. So we're gonna do like this. And then lastly, the pinky. But that doesn't look right. Like, I think I rotated this funny. Maybe what I need to do is definitely think about where do these need to connect back to, right? Like, I need to think about the other part of this hand, the other end of this. So like, if this is gonna connect here like this, then those can't be there. That's what that means. So yeah, let's draw the first finger, the last finger, so we kind of understand the width of the hand. And then we can draw everything in between. That's my thinking process right now. Not super... It's not, I don't know, it's not like a super wise technique or whatever. But I'm just trying to do something kind of basic. And I think it worked. What do you guys think? The hands are two different sizes. Obviously, that's not supposed to happen. But I can fix that. This wrist is a little slender for this hand, sorry, the arm, there we go. If I bring the arm up like that, it'll connect. Which now I need to remove the part that doesn't. There we go. And that's fine, but what I need to do now is make this hand that hand size, which, I don't know, kind of, I don't know, I'm looking at the pointer fingers, are they the same size? This could maybe stand to be just a teensy bit smaller. Maybe just a little tiny, super small bit. So I'm just gonna bring it down very, very little. The smallest bit. Okay? And I think that kind of makes our hands the same size, and I can bring the body back in. Team Vamp says Annie. We have some vampires in the chat, folks. Because wait, Perry has an HP and I have a Dell. That makes us rivals despite being in the same team. Well, we're not in the computer fight. We're in the art fight. What is happening? Hello, King Art Games. We are drawing an art attack for on a mer creature. I think I can still show you guys. Let's do that again. We'll do that again. So just as a quick refresher, this cute little bundle of joy, this little bubbly, cutesy, everything you see here. Yeah, we're drawing this, and this is going to be a revenge attack on that character's creator. And by revenge attack, it means that we just draw fan art of their characters as a way to thank them for drawing ours. And that's basically art fight in a nutshell. So that's what we're doing here today. Rose says, let's go Vamps. I cannot agree with that, but I will cheer for you because I think you're awesome. I'm just cheering for you. I'm not cheering for vampires per se. I'm cheering for you. As a werewolf on Team Werewolves, I can't condone cheering for the team, but I will cheer for individual artists. So there we go. Yeah, did somebody say hands? I sure did. Annie says, oh no, my weakness. Right? Yeah, hands are tough. They are notoriously tough. I forgot I was still showing you guys my screen. So let me switch back over. And there we go. We are back here. Speaking of hands, here's my hand. So we can draw this creature, this cute little creature. Slytherin, I will not cheer for the team. I will cheer for you. That's how that works. Because I can't cheer for the opposing team, but I will cheer for the individuals. I'm so thirsty. I gotta get a drink real quick. It's not a backhanded compliment, I don't think. Okay, I like how she's got these cute little, whoa, those shoulders are not... There's something going on with these shoulders here, hold on. Let's do this. Let's kind of like create some uniformity here. We'll bring this arm up and then down. And then we'll erase the one that's just quite not it. And I will bring some confidence back to these lines in a second by going over them less shaky. But I had to bring the shoulder up, so we're bringing the whole arm up. There we go. And like I said, I'm going to bring some line confidence back here by going back over this. Here we go. I think that should do it. This line is actually chunkier than I usually draw, and I think I might have done something to my settings on this pen and not realized it. And we were drawing with like just a thicker line art than I've done some of my other ones. So there says BRB, some need help with something. That's cool. See you when you get back. Moss, I am barking at Team Vampires in the friendliest way possible. Yes, absolutely. This is a joke, I swear. Annie says all Moss and heart hands. All the hearts. Here we go. You can see like the drawing through the heart hands. It's so cute. I think the music just turned into elevator music. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it interesting. I don't know if you guys can even hear that. I tried to turn it up. Okay, got it. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm hitting buttons. So many things are happening that I did not mean to happen. There we go. Maybe if we go toward, here we go. This is different. Well, it's certainly different. Here we go. It seems like more of a happy medium. I think we can roll with this song. It's fine. We Hire Monkey says, I'm attempting to animate heart hands. That would be cute. Yeah, that would be really cute. More mittens though, I guess. Mittens are cool too. I'm not gonna decry mittens. I think it sounds good. All right, what was I doing? I was drawing this cute character. Okay, so back to this. Did I create a new layer? I did. All right. So again, we have this dress that also kind of like just trails off into seafoam. So I don't want to forget that. There's kind of like this wispiness. So I'm going to just sort of leave that there. We'll come back to it. We'll know what to do when we get there. Who's Moss? Interesting. What is your ArtFight username? I'm not sure who you were asking, so I'm going to just leave it up to chat to answer that one. And then this character, let's go up here to the face for a second. It's so cute. It's got like such a little round face, so I don't want to like make it too angular. I do want to keep just sort of the roundness of the cheeks. It's got like these cute little cheekers that are so round. And we're not going to let that down. So we're gonna make sure we still keep the cute little round cheeks. That should do it, I think. And then I'm going to, just real quick, pencil in some guides, I think. Actually, no, I may not need to. We're gonna keep rocking. We're gonna keep rolling. We're gonna see what happens. Goodness. So she's also got to, though, yeah, before I forget, these little, like, kind of fins on her face. I think they're kind of like ears. So we're gonna put them up here where the ears would be. And we're gonna let them, yeah, kind of like that. And hopefully I did that okay. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And then it's okay that I don't know like exactly how to make them come back together because it's sort of covered up by like a loop of hair. Like there's a little bit of hair that goes in front of these like fin ears. So that should be okay. So we'll do that. And she's got little splishy splashy like bangs. It really does look like bubble suds. I don't know that I know how to do that. Maybe if we draw with white, this could help. It could also just be an experiment gone wrong. We'll find out. For sure, we'll find out one way or another, like it or not. We hire monkeys. I'm some_random_guy. Yes, if there are spaces in your username and you're trying to share it in the chat, make sure to let people know if it's an underscore or if it's a dash mark in between where the spaces go. That way they can find your URL. Back to life. Okay, I grabbed the white pen. So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna create just the cutest little soapy. We're gonna go big too, right? Like I can always dial it back if I go too big. But we're gonna start kind of big because I kind of want to. So this one can go back. That's fine because we're gonna bring a new one in front like this. And then we'll just kind of like give it like a little soapy sudsy whoops like that. And we're gonna bring sort of another bang bit. Oh gosh, hang on. So I'm gonna figure it out. It's gonna work, I promise. It's gonna be fine. We'll maybe start with the whooshies there. Yeah, I think so. And then that way I can create more space on this side for like a little curl of hair to sort of just come in front of the ear things. And speaking of in front of, I do want this layer in front of that layer. That's fine. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. So I think we're both subbed to each other on Artfight. You and We Hire Monkeys? Probably. You guys are not, this is not your first time here. You are the locals. You are the regulars. We know your order. That's how familiar you are. Why do you sketch with the white? So I like to draw on a gray background. I don't leave my I don't like to leave my canvas bright white because it hurts the eyes. And I don't have my like blue light protection glasses on right now. But even if I did, I'd still want to, draw on a more neutral background. But because I don't have a white background, I can then sketch in white pencil. And since I know I'm going to do my line art in black, the white pencil, I don't confuse the pencil marks with the line art marks. So that's why I draw my sketch layer with white pencil, and then I do my line art layer with black ink, and my background's neutral gray so that both show up. That's why I do it. Weird, I didn't get notified about the live stream. No, well, I'm glad you made it anyway. Hello, Lemon. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. That's how YouTube is. Yeah, we were talking about that. I'm not sure who said it first, but we were talking about it when the stream first was kicking off. Somebody had mentioned that they came here on their own because they couldn't rely on the, what? That is the weirdest thing. I swear it's like erasing my pencil line, even though it's on a different layer. Yeah, we were saying how like it happens like that sometimes. Like you can't really, it is, or what is happening? It's not erasing it, it's marking gray. I must have accidentally color picked the background. There we go. Which means this layer is now compromised. Yeah. I gotta erase these gray marks now. What happened? When did that happen? A while ago, apparently, because it's on another layer. It's on another layer. Okay, we'll keep looking until we find the layer that it's on. What? What nonsense is this? What layer are these on? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, got it. Is there any other marks I should be concerned about? Okay. Wow, that was a journey. Let's go back in here with the white pencil now, or with the white ink now, because I'm doing the white like hair, the bubbly seafoamy hair. And we're gonna just sort of like come in and sort of disrupt that bubble with a new bubble for this bang. And then we're just sort of gonna yeah, I think that works. And then and of course we're gonna want to include other like bubbly shapes. I might even do, actually before I do that, as cute as that was, I remember now that this character does have like jewels in their hair, so I don't want to fill that space with bubbles when there's like pearls and gemstones and stuff like that in there. So before I get too far ahead of myself, let me come in here with a new layer and add those jewels. So we know we filled that space and not with things that are gonna clash with the things that we need in the design. Working on my phone though, Lemon, I literally can't even see it in my subscriptions on the computer. That's weird. That is weird. I hope it's just a fluke. Some random guy, I've had that happen before, and you are on to your 10th frame now. That's what's up. Sundays are great for getting art attacks done, honestly. I've gotten so much more work done, you know, like artwork done on Sundays because I feel refreshed. I've gotten my break, like Saturday I got my break from work and rejuvenated. And then Sundays, it's just like, it's time. I'm ready to do this. Let's do it. Yeah, that one's a little off, so I'm gonna move it slightly. There we go. And let's add another one. There we go. And then right here, like right between the ear, there's this little pearl. So we're gonna add the pearl there. And I think we can do just one small one here too, which makes me kind of want to fix this one. And by fix, I mean remove it and redraw it. Because the spacing just, I wasn't feeling it. So we're gonna add one here with spacing that I like a little better, which I think that one I do. That's cute, right? Like, you guys can see that? Can you? But in her drawing, she's sort of, let's alpha lock these layers and go over it with like a light, kind of a medium-ish purpley color. Because the original has these in like this, yeah, like it's not like a solid black, and I think that it helps with just to look a little bit more shiny and precious stone, like when it's not. In fact, the whole thing, now that I'm looking at it, the whole thing has colored liner, and I kind of want to do that too. So let's go ahead and push ourselves here a little bit. I'm gonna alpha lock this. I'm gonna check the size of my paintbrush, and I'm gonna come in here. The dress is also outlined in purple, so we're gonna do that. but just the dress, not the arms and stuff. I'm gonna have to go over the arms separately with a different color. But yeah, we're gonna get this dress in purple. The gemstone, or not the stone, the shell is in a kind of orangey brown color, like this. There we go. And it's like, it might be a little too light. We can bring that down. We can bring that down some. That's better. That reads way better. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So now we've got the shell, got the dress, and the skin is more of a teal. So let's find ourselves a nice teal color. Like, I feel like this is kind of it, but we're gonna, again, make it a little darker. And we're gonna do the skin. So the body will be this color. I kind of like this music track, it fits, you know? It's like very kind of like chill, but magical. It's got like this whole like, oh, and now we're seeing the color come to life kind of vibe, you know? All right, let's lock the pixels on this layer because I think this is gonna be, yep, the face. So let's do that. Very nice. And then lastly, I think, where's that? That's on here, okay. So let's grab this purple again and just come over this kind of like little trail, this little trail that kind of follows in the wake of the dress. There we go. That made a huge difference to me. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I feel like just adding those colors, let me hide this sketch layer for a second. That really changed everything so quickly. We went from like a partial sketch to something that just looks really good. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but to me, that made a difference. I do kind of want to go back though to the white and finish out this hair. So we're going to go up here to the hair again. And because this piece goes behind the gem, we're going to uncolor it. And this part goes behind the pearl, so we're gonna just erase that a little bit. And we're gonna add the rest in. Taking a break, but I'm 5 more to 100. That's awesome. Good job. And taking a break is also good. So good on you for taking a break, because that's important. You want to make sure that you are refreshed and ready to draw a new character. You want to give kind of like, you want to draw something that you're proud of, ultimately, right? And then you also, not saying that you're not, because you probably are. You obviously are letting us know that you are reaching that goal. So 100% behind you on that. But at least for me, when I'm drawing these, if I feel like I'm reaching that point where I'm not going to deliver something that I'm proud of, I have to be like, okay, well, there's always tomorrow. So let yourself stop when you feel like it's time to stop. And it doesn't have to be for the whole day. You can like do a stop that's like, okay, well, I'm going to stop for an hour, go do something else, and then check in and see how I feel and if I'm ready to continue. And we're getting a huge 17 character attack, Lemon says. The sketch is almost done. It's been like 19 hours. Make sure when you submit it, you check that little box at the bottom that says polished, because you've put so much time into this attack. Make sure you're getting the credit for it. Moss's live stream is the only thing keeping me motivated to make art right now. I'm glad that I'm helping. That's awesome to hear. Thank you so much. I'm really glad that this live stream is helping and that it is giving you guys the motivation or the companionship or just like a little bit of like community going into art, because it's already a community thing. We're obviously a million strong, like artists. Like there's so many of us playing the game, but sometimes it can still feel kind of like you're doing it alone. So I think the live streams help. And like I'm live streaming Art Fight, Phoenix is live streaming Art Fight. Also Pilfer is live streaming Art Fight, not right now because he's making ice cream, but he's also live streaming Art Fight all the time. So check his channel. I also do not get my notifications when these folks are live streaming all the time, but I have like usually Discord. Discord's where I'm like figuring it out more times than not when somebody's about to live stream. And also, before I forget, I want to say friend Delia is also live streaming art fights. So obviously I want you guys here at mine. So if like there's any kind of like overlap, selfishly, I want you here with me. But I also recommend checking out these other channels when you guys need a little bit of company while you're art fighting, because it is nice to not just be like doing this by yourself all the time. It's nice to do it together. Even when you're not like working on the same canvas, you can still feel like you're doing it together. I hope that makes sense. Long story short, thank you. I'm glad that you are getting motivation from being here right now. Oh, I didn't mean to put that mark there. I was just trying to zoom out. This little character is so freaking cute. I am just like I just love her so much. She's so dang cute. And she's got just the cutest little sea foamy bubbly hair. And I want to do it justice. I really, really do. I want to make sure that it looks, I don't want it to just look like hair. I want it to definitely look kind of sudsy, you know? I want it to come across ethereal. I want it to look otherworldly. I don't want it to just look like hair. And I kind of love how she's kind of like created this one bubble like here that I sort of kind of want to do. I want it to have like a little, like a bubble that's almost broken off of the main, like off of the main suds, you know? So I've got that there too. I think it's super cute. I love it. I'm keeping it. It's happening. And then I'm just going to erase where it goes over top of the other liner because I want it to be behind her. The hair is still behind the body. Except for where it goes over the head for obvious reasons. And then I gotta be careful here with the ear, same thing. Let's make sure that it goes behind the ear, except for here where it comes in front of it, that's fine. Which means I actually kind of need to jump back to the other layer. I'm gonna unlock the pixels for a second and erase the part that should be behind the hair. There we go. I believe we are like super duper close to being able to combine all these layers. So I'm just going to even that out slightly there. And yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm gonna combine them. Okay, combine, lock layer, start a new layer, because now we've just gotta finish, you know, connecting the head to the body, adding some legs, and a face. That's kind of important too. And obviously I'm forgetting some details here in the dress. Got to do that too. Things just not working. What's not working? I remember when my head was smoking, but I had to keep going. That does not sound healthy. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm not sure that that's something that I would suggest doing. I think taking a break if your head is smoking is probably a good idea. And also drinking water. Hydrate. If you are feeling like you're overheating, like physically overheating, it might be time to drink some water. Just a thought, just a suggestion. Definitely hydrate. I know water's boring. I don't like drinking water. I prefer to drink coffee. But yeah, drink some water. It's good for you. Wolf Dog, take a break, but I'm 5 more to 100. Yeah. Taking a break is good for you. Some random guy. I keep making stupid mistakes. Then I have to go back to layer 9 and fix them. That's what layers are for. That's what layers are for. Take full advantage of your layers, my friend. They are your friend. Layers are good for you. Layers make life easier. I'm going to tone down my sketch layer even more because now I don't need to see as much of it. I just kind of still need the legs, so that's kind of important. And I'm going to draw them this time in this skin outline color because we're doing colored liner for this. And there's still like the scales on her cute little face and arms and legs, and yeah, the little belt of pearls. Still got a little bit to go. It's gonna be cute. It's gonna be so stinking cute. All right. She does have like little booties on her feet, so I'm not gonna do the feet in this color. But we can do the leggies. I don't know why I said it like that. Just bear with me. If I baby talk a little bit, it's because she's so freaking cute and she's so little. Yeah, so we're just gonna pretend like that's fine. We're gonna be okay with it for now. Kneecap. There we go. Shin. And now I guess we can do some feet. They're in the same, the shoes are in the same like purple color. And it looks to be kind of like just little flats, like cute little Sunday shoe flats, you know? Does that make sense? Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't think I did that angle right. I don't know about that one either, but we're gonna let it ride for a second. Kind of looks like socks, doesn't it? I feel like it kind of looks like socks. Maybe if I make it squared off instead of rounded. Maybe if I square off and gave it like a little kind of like, you know, like a little bit of a color, sort of, maybe. Well, now it looks a little bit more like a slipper or a sandal. So I think that helped. I'm gonna take it. I'll take what I can get. And this is it. That's what we're doing. We're doing this little like slip-on looking sandally interpretation of this shoe. Summernum guy, I need food more than water. We'll definitely eat. Don't torture yourself. Allow yourself to eat when you need to eat, especially if you're feeling hungry. It's your body talking to you. Slither, if you're like me and don't like water, I honestly suggest a Circool bottle. Started using one this year and I no longer gag every time I drink water. Wow, your aversion to water must be severe. I don't particularly like water either. It always feels like a chore to drink it. Yeah, I also have a couple of like water bottles that I agree with that. I think like if you find like a water bottle that you like that, I don't know, makes drinking water a fraction more enjoyable, more fun even. Yeah, absolutely use that if it helps with your motivation to drink water, because gotta do it somehow. Gotta get the water in somehow. Like legitimately, I am hearing Christmas music right now. That is like, it's YouTube Studio. It's what it chose. It's what it wanted. I'll find us something else to listen to in a second. Okay, so where is hello Melody? Good to see you. Let me zoom out a little bit while I toy with the music so you guys can see the whole drawing. I'm gonna find us something that isn't Christmas music, preferably. Let's do this. That's a little different. It's not Christmas music. So, mission accomplished. Melody, I saw your revenge. Are you talking about me, my revenge, or are you talking to somebody in chat? Slither says 37 attack is done. So 37th. That is a big number. You are on your way to 40. That's super impressive and literally makes you want to. Yeah, that's not good. I'm glad you found a way, though, to make drinking water less averse for you, because it is still very important. Like it or not, water is kind of, you know, the essential to life. Water is pretty dang essential, so we kind of need it. All right, so I'm not absolutely in love with these shoes, but I don't hate them, and I feel like that's more important than loving them. So we're gonna let this one go. We're gonna allow these shoes to just be what they are. They do kind of just look like little slip-ons in the original reference, so I don't feel like I've gone astray with these. I'm going from like a chibi reference to a more child proportioned drawing, because it is a child character. You saw my revenge. That's what you're saying. Yes, I'm so glad that you saw it. Yay! I had a lot of fun. I've had fun drawing all of them so far. So 100%, I've enjoyed drawing every single character that I've drawn. I haven't drawn a single character yet that has been like, well, I wouldn't, right? I wouldn't draw a character that I didn't vibe with. I would find you all have options in your galleries, and I'm gonna find something because I'm always looking for a challenge too. So when I'm if I go to your gallery and you don't draw anything like what I would normally draw, first of all, let me just say, you attacked me and my type of characters are nothing like yours. I'm impressed. I'm impressed that you decided to draw one of my characters if it's not even remotely similar to yours, because that's hard. And then when I'm trying to pick a character to revenge, if you don't have any that are like mine, it's just an opportunity for me to grow, for me to learn, to challenge myself. Like the other day, we did a stream and I drew a dragon. Not because I like drawing dragons, but because I don't have experience drawing dragons. And I just thought, like, this is interesting for me. I find this interesting. It fires up my brain and gets me like really thinking, which is really fun. So yeah, long story short, I've like really stumbled my way through that. But what I'm trying to say is I've enjoyed drawing all of your characters. Annie says, be right back. Okay, I'll see you when you get back. I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. We've got a whole thing to finish here. Right, okay, so full body, I think we can turn off the original sketch layer. We don't need it anymore. What we have here is the full character's body. Now what we need is to add the little details. We gotta add the little dress details, we gotta add the face details, we gotta add some scales. So I'm gonna start with the dress, and I'm gonna continue using this purple color that we've been using, because that's the color of the pearls. And we're gonna do a string of pearls, and then we're gonna interrupt it with like the one shell that's just sort of hanging off the hip. Where are the big restless bats? I'm Team Werewolf. I don't know about any restless bats. I did draw some vampires. I think I showed you guys those already. Yeah, here you go. Some vampires. I did draw a bat. We have this cutie right here. So there's a bat for you. Are all the BRBs in the other team? They might be. I'm not sure. It is possible. I do have this. It's got Batman, like the Batman symbol in it. So does that count? I've drawn quite a few bats in this instance because I've got the Batman symbol. I've got the little bat creature I just showed you, the two vampires. I feel like if there was an obligation to draw vampire bats, or just bats, or just vampires, I've kind of fulfilled that obligation, even though it doesn't exist. There is no obligation, just so in case anybody was wondering. But I feel like I came through. Are you looking for Team Vamp? Slither, are you repping the Team Vamps right now? Are you holding down the fort for Team Vamp right now? Okay, we're gonna add, let's do a little one right here. And then we'll do another one right here. And I'm gonna go down here now while I'm in here thinking about it, and I'm gonna clear that spot. Now back to these, to our pearls here that we're drawing, and I'm gonna just come back in here and add another one. Not that one. I don't like the way that looks. We're gonna do it again. That's a little better, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Maybe I'll take it. I'm not sure. I'm still deciding. Oh, no, I don't like it. I'm gonna do it again. That one's fine. Right? Why am I being so picky? I don't understand. BRBing, big restless bats. Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay, I see it now. Had to be like really explained to me, but I see it now. Maybe if I drew the shell first, then I could draw the pearls behind it, right? So let's try that. let's do this spirally upside down shell. And we're gonna do it like this. And then like this. And it should have an opening kind of like that, kind of like a conch shell, but it's not a conch shell. It's similar, but that's not what it is. Oh gosh, I don't love it. I mean, I kind of got the point across, but I don't love it. I think I could do better. I'm gonna try to do a little bit better, and I'm gonna pull up a reference. When in doubt, reference. If I'm ever not sure about something, I'm going to look it up and see what I can do. So here's the problem. I look up spiral shell reference and it gives me that thing that looks like a fossil. That's not what I meant by spiral shell at all. I meant, gosh, okay, let's try this again. Let's delete that. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to start with, man, I'm so unsure how I want to draw this. It's a little concerning how I can't figure this out. Okay, maybe like this. I think I can do this. I gotta turn it upside down for a second, okay? Bear with me. I've got an idea. We're gonna start kind of like from here and do like that. Make it a little bit more exaggerated. Bring it in a lot more. There we go. And then we bring this part up here like this. But then how do these connect? No. It's almost it. I almost had it. I feel like I almost had it. Almost. Like the idea is there, right? Like, you guys agree with me that the idea is there? Like, I kind of had the right idea. It's like, it's almost there. It's kind of there. It's kind of right. When in doubt, scream and shout. Yeah, I mean, there are multiple versions. When in doubt reference is kind of my go-to right now. But yeah, when in doubt, scream and shout. I feel like that could work too. All right, I feel like, I could probably get away with that. That kind of, that looks kind of like the shell I need to me. The shell I need. All right, so it's because I warped it. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller and I'm gonna redraw it. I'm gonna make it a little bit more opaque and then we're gonna just redraw this bad boy until we get a nice clean shape that we want. I almost forgot this part. There we go. No, delete. Okay. All right, what do you guys think? How did I do? Is that good? Is that like the shell that's the shell, right? It's gonna have to be because that's what I'm putting up here. That's what we're using. Okay, this is the shell, and now I just gotta bring it down a little bit to hang from the pearls. And so I figure this is probably a little bit heavy, so it's gonna weigh it down a tiny bit. So that'll probably sit down here like this. And then we'll go back up here, we'll grab this purple, and we will start adding pearls that this is hanging on, because it's like strung on sort of a belt of pearls. So we're gonna do that. All right, I feel like I'm getting somewhere with this. Did I make them too small? No, right? Like this is fine. Some of them look a little squished, but I don't think it's bad. Let's find the dress layer, and we're just gonna kind of erase the part that's covering up. I'm gonna call that a win. I think that looks adorable. I love it. We're keeping it. It's staying. And now we have the face, and then we can just start coloring. I think I'm gonna do, so like the other detailing that we needed was the scaly bits, right? Like on the arms and the feet. I think we can add those with color. I don't think we need line art for that. So basically now we just gotta get the face. So Rose says, what kind of characters do you usually draw, Perry? Normally humanoid, but I do really try to push myself to do other things. So, well, and then of course pop culture characters because they're fun. So like I've got this one, which I drew yesterday. That's like an Among Us character that I thought was really cute. And then we have, yeah, human. This is a refrigerator. Human, another human being. I was trying some dramatic lighting here. And then we have spider sonas, another human. I've got a droid. I try every year to at least do one robot. And I try to do animals. I gotta do robots. I do animals. I obviously do humans. I try to do an anthro at some point, and I've got two that are kind of anthropomorphic. I've got this water dragon guy here, and I've got this lady who is also like a dragon anthropomorphic character. She's got the horns, she's got like these elf style kind of ears, and she's got the tail, the very dragony, scaly tail. I also do try to like mix it up gender-wise. I try not to only draw girls. I do draw a lot of women. There are a lot of women. Here's some animals that I drew. So I also draw animals because, again, that's one of my goals. I try to not just draw people. I always want to push myself and try something different. So then I also draw, like, here's a guy. One of the Spidey Sonas was a guy. That's a guy there. And then we have also this time wizard here as well. So I try to do a variety of things. If I'm falling back on my comfort zone, I'm going to draw a human. Like if I see, like if I'm like, oh man, I'm so behind on Revenges, which I have like 8 that I owe right now. If I'm like, I just want to catch up, I feel like I'm getting really behind, I'll default back to my comfort zone. And if I see in your options, like of characters that you have a human. So like this happened yesterday, in fact, with this character. I went to do revenge on this person, and they had all animal OCs except one. And this was the one. And so I was like, okay, well, it was really late at night. And I was like, I just want to get another attack done before I go to bed. And I was like, I'm going to draw a person because that to me is my comfort zone. I'll be able to do it faster. So even though most of their characters were animals, I drew the one character that was a human. So that's my answer to your question. I hope that helps. It's a long-winded answer because I do try to be diverse. I try. But typically I would draw humans. I'd say either Cece or Mel would probably fit. And you're answering Slither, who asked, Ro, any specific character. Okay. Moss says, Slither, I have some teenage characters, but they aren't school-themed. Slither, they don't have to be school-themed. And Keisha says, ooh, I saw a Pokemon trainer. Yes, I drew your Pokemon trainer. This one right here. And I really had fun with this. I did a background here, and I was trying to do a situation where it was like foreground, midground, background, right? So like the characters are in the foreground, as they should be. And then the midground is sort of like the more saturated brown rock formation. And then in obviously the background, you have like the hazier details, like this cliff here, these vines here. these are obviously very far background. So even though I was doing like sort of just a general bust of the character with the Pokemon around the neck, I added the background because I wanted to add some depth. And then I also did a lot with the shading here because the primary light is coming from behind. Like it's definitely way lighter out there than it is in here where she is. So I did some pretty intense shading on her. Like you can see in the face, there's just a little bit of lighting here on the cheek and the nose, and a little bit on the jaw and the back of the neck because most of the lighting is coming from back here. So yeah. It was really fun. It was really, really fun, especially to do the shading on that one. I really had a lot of fun with that. Okay, well, I can still add one to the yearbook if you'd like. Oh, that's cool, Slither. You're doing a yearbook tag. That's really fun. That's really, really cool. Keisha, yes, Yuki. All right, so this character has like really big, cute eyes. Let me grab. So I don't know that I'm gonna start with purple, okay? Because the eyelashes are darker, they're not the skin tone line, and the mouth is done in purple and the eyes are purple. So I think, yeah, purple might be the way to go as far as line art is concerned for the face. So I kind of want to draw a very simple, because this is still a pretty simple character, I kind of want to draw a really simple expression. So I'm going to go look at some expressions really quickly on my desktop. Why is it doing this to me? It wants me to log in. That's why. What? Okay, I logged into the wrong account. Of course I did. Getting there. I'm getting there. It just took me a second, but I'll get there. I'll get where I'm going. Okay, so I'm back in my... Are you guys getting like the light off the screen? Because Pinterest doesn't have dark mode. Why does Pinterest not have dark mode yet? I feel like every other Anyway, I'm just complaining at this point, but I feel like every other website does have a dark mode. And then Pinterest is just glaringly bright white light, like blasting you in the face. There's no way to turn it down. And it's Pinterest, so it's not like I want to make it small. I want to look at it big because these are my references. You know, like, I'm just saying. Anybody with me on that? Does anybody else want Pinterest to do a dark mode? Because I do feel like dark mode Pinterest is overdue. They're a little bit behind, just saying. They should definitely be delivering a dark mode Pinterest. I did hear that if you download a very specific, I don't know, is it like a widget or something? You could download something, install it to your browser, and that will make like a dark mode Pinterest. But I just want to point out that like I don't want to do that. I don't want to download some third-party thing that I don't know or trust. Yeah, you know, like, right? Ram, yay, I'm so glad you like it. Talking to Keisha, who is definitely excited because they're using all caps. And some random guy says, with AI art, quotes on the art, people won't have much choice anyway. About what? I missed a conversation, apparently. I don't know what we're not going to have much choice about, but it doesn't sound good. Okay. Let's see. I want a cute expression for this little cutie. I just want her to look happy. Why are all the expressions I saved recently sad? Why are there no happy faces? What is this? What is happening? Why? All right. I might have to wing it. We're just gonna wing it. We're gonna give her a cute little nose. Does she even have a nose in her reference? Hold on a minute. There's no nose. We'll come back to that. I do feel like we can give like little cheekers. And doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. A little mouth like this, maybe. And and some nice, big, beautiful eyes. That are not straight. They're looking a little crooked. Also, I don't like that. So we're gonna fix that. That looks just not right. I think they're in the right place, but they don't look right on this child. So we're gonna fix it. We're gonna make them simpler. They're gonna go even simpler. So certain websites will just give their work away to the bot. And Amethyst says, hello back, Amethyst. Welcome to the stream. We are drawing a cute little mer creature child, a little aquatic creature for revenge. I'm just trying to figure out how to draw this face. And talking about art fight and drawing together, and also apparently talking about AI art. It's weird that like art fight is like a small world, but also huge. Like last year we celebrated our 1 million plus art fight attacks last year, which is insane. There were 1 million drawings. People submitted over 1 million drawings to art fight last year. So it doesn't feel small. But then when you talk to people who outside of the art fight group, like outside of the people you know doing art fight, it's like, what is that? I've never heard of it. And it's just mind-blowing that like millions of people could be drawing, or we get millions of drawings for art fight in a year, and then there's still people who've never heard of it. That's just, it's hard to kind of like, I don't know, it's just kind of hard to see that and to be like, I just don't understand how there are still people out there who have not heard of art fight. It's so crazy because it's so big and yet it's still so small in the grander scheme of like the internet, you know? All right, so that's not what I meant to do. I was on the eraser. I want this eye to kind of come up. Okay, here's what I'm doing wrong. I am trying to meet the hairline when I should just be going behind it, because that way I'm not drawing these weird, like, unsure lines. We should just come up here and meet the line where it is. There we go. That's better. Yep, that's better. All right, so I kind of like it. I do feel like that should maybe come out a slightest bit more. There we go. So nice, simple expression, because that's how the character is designed. She has no visible nose. There's a little contouring to hint at kind of the nose in the face, or the bridge of a nose. That's crazy how many attack die one artist to do in a year, in an average year though. That would be really interesting to know. I don't know if they like run those kind of analytics on Artfight. I'm not a mod for Artfight, so I'm not sure. I would be very curious to know though, like what is the average? And you do have some people who like sign up and then don't draw anything at all because they got distracted, they got busy, they forgot about it. So the gamut is probably extremely wide as far as like what is considered typical. But yeah, I meant this, it depends on the artist, 100%. But yeah, it's just wild. Like we celebrated our 1 million mark last year. They posted it on the website when they announced the winners. It was really cool to see that. All right, I'm going to combine, I like the expression. I think it's cute. I think it matches the character as she's designed, so we're gonna keep it. Now, all of that said, I'm going to set this to my reference layer because I've got all the details I need now to get started. But what I do want to do is pull the original image into here now so that I can color pick the actual colors. So first things first, we need this. That's my character. We're going to find a different character. We're going to go to the other characters page. So go back. Go to, here she is. And I'm going to type it in. So her character ID number is 2628 173. And now that we're here, we're just gonna, I mean, it's so cute, right? Like, that's adorable. So freaking cute. Love it. And back to Procreate for a second. Let's create a new layer. Oops, I didn't mean to hit gallery. And we're gonna just paste that in. That way we can color pick those colors. Yes, allow paste. And I'm just gonna stick this up here in the corner. And we're gonna lock that and create a new layer so that we can actually make our own like color layer. So first things first, I need to pick color pick a color. And I'm gonna bring this in here. No, don't do that. New layer. I guess it didn't create it when I asked it to. Well, no, something is broken in here. We have a line that's not connected. It's probably counting these fingertips as disconnected, even though they are connected. It's like if it's not a thick connection, which unfortunately this happens, and it gets so annoying because it's like, no, these are closed lines. This line is closed. This line is closed. It was already closed before I just did that now. So it shouldn't require that I do this, but then sometimes it does. So this is closed, even though it might not believe me, it is. Fingertips are all closed, the wrist is closed, the elbow is closed, the whole body, yeah. All of that is fine. It should not have done that, but it did. So we're just cleaning up our line art. And we're gonna try again. Let's do it again. We'll color pick like a skin tone for the character. And we're gonna bring this in. I think it looks to me like it was done with colored pencil on maybe paper or just really traditional looking digital art. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe it's traditional looking digital art, looking at it on my actual screen. Either way, it's super cute and I really like it. This is where I feel like the drawing process goes a little bit faster because once we get into color, we get to start with flats, just like drag and drop in some flat colors and then render. And like the drawing part truly was the most time consuming part, getting the drawing right. Coloring after that is just fun. You're just like, now you get to add color to what you already did. The work is already done. Now it's just coloring. And coloring can be tough too, like especially if you're trying a new technique that's not something you are sure about or comfortable with. For sure, it can be hard. Some random guy, you can scan paper cardboard and get a texture for your background. That's true, yeah. Yeah, you can use textures or fake textures in digital art as well. Moss is going to make coffee. Good idea. Yes, do. Make some coffee. Enjoy your coffee. I'm going to drop this in here on the foot. All right, so, oh, the ears, of course, the ears. How could I forget the ears? Okay, we're going to come in here and we're going to add some of this color to the ears. I'm going to manually do this one because I'm pretty sure it's going to be like, oh, this isn't a closed. Yeah, right there. There was a spot that wasn't closed in the line art. And I know how that ends for me. So yeah, it's just better for this. It's a smaller space. I can color this just as quickly by coming in here with the Apple pen and coloring it like this. We are now, because today is the 16th, we are now halfway done with Art Fight. Art Fight is halfway over, which is kind of crazy to believe because it feels like it just started, right? Like, but then you have like some people who've done like 100 attacks already, which is wild that they can do so much in such a short period of time. But then we're halfway through, so there's as much time as we've already had is how much we have left. I know that's what halfway through means. I know you guys know that. You know, don't shoot the messenger. I'm sorry if that was super obvious and I was just being dumb. But yeah. Okay, skin tone. I'm gonna give it its own layer. I'm gonna go behind this and then I'm gonna start dropping a different color. So let's go with this dress color. That's a highlight color. That's a shadow color. Where's the mid-tone? I feel like maybe The mid-tone is here, maybe? We're gonna try it. I'm just gonna trust that that was the mid-tone and we're gonna use it. That's our color for now. That's our mid-tone color. I'm gonna drop it down slightly to get this part that folds back. There we go. And next is the shells. Let's do the shell color next. Let's pick a nice, safe, friendly mid-tone for the shells. And we'll bring this in. This is gonna be our flat layer, of course. We are still talking flats here, folks. So we have our flats for the dress, we have our flats for the skin tone, we have our flats for the shells. I think now on this layer would be fine if I came in here and added little things like the white for the eyes and the teeth. And I suppose we could do the same thing for our pearls. Although the pearls probably aren't like a flat white because that's kind of like what we're getting with the seafoam here. They're not. They're more of like this color. So, ooh, come on, work with me here. Click and drag. Let's do this. There we go. It's like just ever so slightly pinkish. It's very much white still, but it's got like the very slightest pearlescent pink. And we're gonna use that. And then we're gonna do the same thing up here. And our gemstones in the hair are a little bit more purpley. Any team werewolves here, I assume other than me, we do have some werewolves in the chat. Amethyst is a vampire. Keisha says, this was my first time joining Art Fight because friends told me about, so I had to join it. Helps me enjoy drawing much more. It's so good, right? It's so good. Art Fight, I get excited about it every year. It's like once you're hooked, you're hooked. Like you're in it, you know, like getting back, like just, I don't know. Not being completely addicted to Art Fight would be more of a shocker than being addicted to Art Fight. Okay, so that one was obviously not a closed shape, so we'll come back to that. And we'll manually color that one in. These have a gradient on them, just saying, since we're working on that right now. I'm gonna go ahead and alpha lock these layers so that I can kind of like go ahead and drop in this gradient early because it's like that pink color, but it also kind of blends into a purple. So there's two ways I can do this. I can do a gradient for each one, which I think I'm gonna try first. How big is too big? Like that? There we go. There we go. Yeah. So now we have a nice little gradient, the lavender to pink color. And I guess next is really going to be, oh, the shoes, of course. Well, let's just drag this. Oh, it's alpha locked. We got to un-alpha lock this layer for a second. Yeah, there we go. And then we're going to drop this lavender color in here for the shoes because I think that that seems correct. And yeah, we now need to figure out how we're going to do this hair, this bubbly hair, this seafoamy hair. And I'm going to combine those layers. That's fine now. Some random guy. Oh, you're giving your username. Yes, there you go. And then, are you doing an animation? Who depends on who you're asking. I'm gonna assume you're asking some random guy since they mentioned that they have 10. They've done something for 10 frames. Correct. Yeah. So there you go. They are doing animation. I'm gonna take a quick drink. And come back to here and to our. One way to do this, I feel like, is to just bring down the opacity a little bit. And then we're gonna go in here, we're gonna select white, and drag that in here. And we're gonna start filling in the hair with this low opacity white. And that will help us to sort of get that, yeah, just sort of like the same sort of like consistency, but then I'll be able to build up with layers to make it look like it's a little bit more frothy in some areas and a little bit more like I guess thin in other areas, like a soap bubble. That's my goal. That's what I'm after. We'll see how that plays out for me. But I feel like now that we have that, we can sort of lock that and come up here and start doing some clipping mask layers and adding details. So let's start first with our face here. And I think we can sort of like pick up this color here. And I almost want to airbrush it in instead of streak it in with that. So I'm gonna come here to airbrush. We're gonna pick this one and we'll see how that works out for me. And to separate the head from the neck real quick. Actually, I don't even really want the stones in there, so yeah. There we go. That might work. Let's try it. So we're gonna come in here, I'm gonna add just a little bit of airbrush around the face like this, and definitely the ears. Particularly underneath the bit that looks a little bit like it flops over, like this little bit here is kind of like a little bit like layered over, for lack of a better word, kind of like hangs a bit over top of what would be more of the inner ear there. So there we go, and let's go back to our airbrush for a second and just hit the hair up here, the hairline, create a little bit of shadow for that. And then I'm gonna go a little bit smaller even, and just kind of come in here for the because remember I said that she doesn't have a drawn nose, but she does have like a little bit of contouring here where the bridge of the nose would be. So we're gonna add that. And then I'm just gonna come in here and just be a little bit harsher in between these two flaps. And same thing here. I just kind of wanna give that a little bit more. And maybe just a teensy bit more here. No, that's an eraser, what? There we go. All right, let's take the selection tool off, see what we got. That I can work with. I think this works. And yeah, Keisha says thank you. Yes, because she was looking for some random guy who, yes, is animating. All right, I am caught up. I actually did not miss anything, so that's good. I set myself up here for failure because I did not know I could continue doing that. That's cool. All right. Okay. I think that will work. We're gonna go back here and we're gonna do this again. We're gonna start with a little bit of shadow right under the chin here. And then we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna do it under the arms. So I actually have been doing more cell shading than airbrushed for most of my attacks so far. But I think for this one, I don't know. It just felt like the way to go was more airbrushed. I think because the character is so fluid, and I'm trying to sort of capture some of that instead of going for the more harsh, like absolute like color placement. I want it to be just a little bit more fluid. So we're going to continue to do this. We're just going to continue to come through here with this airbrush for now and just sort of like dabble that in a little bit. I think I did that a little bit too harshly there, so we're going to just back it up a tiny, tiny bit and then do the other side. So here where the dress overlaps, and then the inside of the leg here. And that should do that. And now for the webby fingers. This part I might actually do a little more of like a harsher line, a more cell shaded look. And I think it's so dang solid though. I'm still gonna need to come over this again with like an eraser tool. So let's see. Yeah, it's a little better. And then let's do the same thing over here. We're gonna go over this with a solid line, but when we're done with it, we will use the eraser to sort of lighten it up a little bit. There we go. It's starting to come together. I don't know about you guys, but I think it is. I like it. I like it a lot. Actually, I do. I really like this. I think next, I might want to do the dress. Maybe I should have kept, I mean, the lasso tool is working, the lasso tool is working fine for selecting the part that I want to shade and not going over other things that I want to shade separately. So that's been good so far. But normally, I could have kept these layers separate instead of collapsing them down and had the same effect, but this is fine. I'm getting more use out of my lasso tool than I have in a very long time, so that's good for me. I do kind of need to pick my shading color. I guess this is fine. And we're gonna go back to the airbrush, and we're gonna give it a little bit more. There we go. Can you guys see this? Just gonna kind of like run this around the pearls to get like that drop shadow off of the pearls without actually coloring the pearls because they're not selected. And then it's kind of same thing here with this one, just a little bit of drop shadow, but a soft one, a soft drop shadow because we're using the airbrush. And we can kind of do the same thing here with like the dress. And then I'm gonna do just a little bit more that way. So we're gradiating it slightly. Welcome back, Moss. Good to see you. Keisha says it is so cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Moss, there is no sugar, so you could not make coffee. You could not make coffee without sugar. That is a bummer. I'm drinking my coffee plain right now. I usually add just a little bit of milk. But I was out of that too. But I still have my coffee. I didn't forego coffee altogether. I just decided that I would drink it plain. And that's where we're at today with that, with the coffee. In case you were wondering, which I'm pretty sure you were not wondering, but now you know. Okay. So I'm going to do a little bit of, again, drop shadow off of the shell here, which is not actually going to work because I did not draw this accurately enough around the shell. Let me try again. Man, oh no. Is my hand getting shaky? Have I had too much caffeine? I might have had too much caffeine and now my hand is super shaky. I'm not getting a very good line. Oh no, this is self-sabotage. Oh gosh. We'll make it work. We will make this work. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. This is gonna be all right. The picture is cute. Thank you. It's coming together. I adore this character. I know virtually nothing about her, but she is amazing. She's already amazing. No doubt about it. She's just adorable. Absolutely adorable. Stinking cute. So freaking cute. So we're gonna just kind of like, just gradiate the slightest bit. Yeah. There we go. And now we just gotta do a little bit of shading and contouring on the shoes, the shells, and then we can do a little bit more shiny looking stuff for the pearls and the gemstones. And then it's on to adding her scales, all these cute little scales. But we're getting there, and I think she's still really cute. Like, I love it. I'm gonna add a new layer though, and we're gonna do multiple. That was not even a multiply layer the whole time. I guess it doesn't need to be if I'm ink dropping her shadow colors, which I am. So yeah. That does not need to be a multiply layer. Psych, we're gonna just use a normal layer, a normal clipping mask layer. Keisha has done another attack, yay! That's what I love about these streams. We're all working towards a common goal. We're all working on our attacks, which is amazing because then I guess like it helps to keep everybody motivated and it helps to keep everybody busy. So even though there's not a lot of typing in chat, I know there's a lot of drawing going on and I can still see that you guys are here and I love my lurkers. I love you guys so much. You're amazing. I appreciate you choosing to be here. That is so nice. And I'm glad you got another attack done. Some random guy says the caffeine in my dark chocolate has been the one thing that kept me going sometimes. Yeah, chocolate has caffeine in it. I don't know if everybody knew that. I found that out kind of recently, to be honest. I'm supposed to be dialing back my caffeine intake, so I think basically after Art Fight, I gotta get strict about that again. I should do it sooner, but I'm kind of hooked now. I don't know that I want to dial back my caffeine intake just yet. I'm kind of enjoying it too much. I kind of just really like having caffeine. It's so nice. There we go. Some shell shading. And let's do the other one. There we go. I managed to do that whole thing without going outside the lines. Not too shaky. I have 3 displays so I can multitask, including my graphics tablet. That's good. If you have it, use it. That's my thing. Like, if you have it available to you, why wouldn't you want to use it? Why would you? Oh, that's a different color. Okay. Like, why would you like disadvantage yourself when you don't need to, kind of thing. All right. I'm gonna grab this color, and we're gonna kind of come up with our own little shading color instead of color picking it. And we're gonna come in here and we're just gonna make the interior of this look recessed, like this. There we go. And that should do it for the shading. I could probably stand to set these to multiply after all, just because I feel like it's really subtle. Let's see what happens if we change the blend mode real quick. If I go multiply, how does that make this look? From there to there, there to, yeah, I like it. So we're gonna keep multiplying on that one. But what about with the shells? Is it too much? If we do multiply there, without, with, yeah, I like it. We're gonna keep multiply on these layers. In fact, I maybe want to duplicate, and then we can just drag the opacity down slightly, because that just gives us a little bit more, it's just a little bit stronger, you know, like helps it to pop out just a teensy bit more than what it was doing before. We're going to continue to clip down to the base color layer, but now what I want to do is add, do I want to do the scales or do I want to do the luminescence? I want to do the pearly luminescence of like the gems and stuff. So we're going to start with an add layer, and we're going to use this purple color, like a darker, there we go. And I'm going to come up here and I'm just going to grab, I don't know, like the regular inking pen, I think. And we're going to try this. We're going to add like, you know what though, actually this might look better if we go over the line art like that. Yeah, I agree. I do think that that looks better over the line art. So we're going to continue to do that. And we're gonna just kind of accentuate the glistening a little bit. And for a little extra pop, I can come through here with this. And I'll of course have to erase where it's overlapping a little bit, the hair, but I do like it. It has a nice, oops, the eraser is still the wrong eraser though. That happens. No, I didn't mean to erase that much of it. Okay, I got him to be a little more delicate with his eraser because it's kind of bold. It's a bold eraser. It is not very forgiving of things that it touches. It's definitely gonna wipe them clean. Okay, I super like how these gemstones turned out. That took like a split second, but it's really cute. I had a good reference. I was looking at the original. Including, okay, time to back up. Yeah. Save and back up your work. This is Procreate, which means it saves everything as I go. So I don't really have to hit like Control Save at any point. But sometimes it will shut down randomly on you. It hasn't happened yet during a stream, so it's not too much of an issue, knock on wood. But yeah, when it does shut down on you, there's a like little moment where it's like, oh no, I think I want to maybe do this like this. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna add these little sort of this little shading technique to these pearls like this. And I'm not gonna be super clean about it. I'm not gonna be super rigid. I'm gonna let them be a little messy. They don't have to be like super duper smooth. See? There we go. So that just gives them more of like the contouring, or the shading is letting it to look, oh my gosh, words, if I could talk. It's now on 5 drives. Good job, some random guy. Yeah, that just helps like make the pearls feel round, the shading like that. But now I can come back in here, like on that top layer, that's an add layer, go back to my inking pen, and then just sort of like make it shiny. These pearls can shine too. It's not just gemstones. These got like a little bit of pearlescence to them too. They're pearls. Of course they have pearlescence. So they're gonna have like a little bit of shine too. Same thing for this one up here in the hair. We can add a little dab of like sheen. There we go. So far, so good. I told you the coloring part is like the much easier part. It's like, it just comes together. I don't know. It just kind of like comes, it's just like each little bit is like, oh, so exciting. Cause it's like, that looks great. Okay, next part. What else can we do? What else can we add? That kind of thing. I'm gonna go with the shells. We're gonna do that next. So let's pick up some shell color. And then we're just gonna add a little bit of this kind of like, this little bit of this glow effect, because we really just want these to look shiny too. They're kind of a little glistening. They were in the water as well. You can have a little nice oceanic sort of glisten to them. And I think that's not really selling it for me, so I'm gonna come in here with this. And I feel like that maybe will help. And And then just a little bit of cleanup here because we don't want to highlight the interior since that's recessed. I did like how that turned out on that shell, so I'm going to add it to the other one. Just a little bit of texture. Maybe too much texture, just a little. Just a teensy bit less than what I did with that. There we go. All right, how are we doing? Checking in, have you guys stretched? Have you drank water? Are you guys still alive? Nobody has passed out from exhaustion or neglecting their bodies. Are we doing okay? Is everyone hanging in there? As we near hopefully the final stages of this drawing, because I might need to stretch soon too. I think, okay, so that's great. I'm going to add another ad layer. I'm going to continue this. Keisha says, yes, just got myself some water and food. That's amazing. Good, good, good. I'm glad. We need to make sure that everybody is looking out for their well-being while also doing art fight and hopefully having a really great time. I think the way I want to handle this is I'm going to move this down here. And what is this? This is my reference layer? That's my line art. It is time to add my line art to my color layer. Lock, no. Lock it still. I still want to lock it. And I do this so that I can clipping mask my ad layer down to my line art layer. That way I can highlight on top of the line art, but still clip to the drawing and not go outside and cause a lot of cleanup for myself. Moss said, I did fall asleep while watching the live stream once, but I am doing all right. Yay. That's good. You know, sleep is also, we don't talk about it, but sleep is also one of those things that your body kind of needs. So Guy, don't worry, I haven't gotten up since the stream started. That's not a good answer. That's the opposite. We want you to stretch. Stand up. Okay, stand up with me. I'm standing up. You stand up. Stand up. Stretch really good. Give yourself a nice stretch. Stretch your arms out. Wiggle them out. Wiggle your legs. Do a little like shifty from hip to hip. Make sure you're getting a good stretch. Don't stay seated too long. Your knees will hate you for that. Stretch really good. And also grab a drink. Or go the extra mile like Keisha did and get something to eat too. Make sure you are not neglecting your needs. Art Fight will still be there when you're done, I promise. And when it's over in July, we will still be able to draw each other's characters. Like even before Art Fight started in July, I did a redraw video. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on my channel of your characters. So when I hit 1,500 subscribers, I did a milestone video. And before that, I did it at 500. And before that, I did it at 350. And so, and I think most people who follow my channel know this already, it doesn't take Art Fight to get your characters drawn. You just gotta stay a part of the art community and make friends with other artists who enjoy, you know, like collabing with you. Like it's not a once a year thing. It's great during Art Fight because there's a lot of, I don't know, there's a lot of motivation, right? And there's a lot of excitement around it. And we all get really excited to draw each other's characters during Art Fight, but it's not the only time of year you can do it. So pace yourselves, take your time, eat, drink water, sleep if you need to sleep. It's okay if you fall asleep during my stream. I won't be disappointed. Yeah. And come back, because even outside of Art Fight, we are going to continue to draw on this channel. We're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep drawing your characters even. It's not just Art Fight. It's art. All year round. In our normal streams too, we'll go back to drawing your characters, which didn't really change much when you think about it, but we'll continue drawing your characters for our collaborative comic in our regular streaming, our regularly scheduled streams. So yeah, it's not going anywhere. Some random guy says my chair is actually really good, but if I was still 19, I'd have no bum fat so whatsoever. So you'd be sitting on bone. You gotta stretch. You gotta move around. You gotta give your body a break from the repetition. Really, give yourself a break from the repetition, whatever that might be. I do feel like there should be, I don't know, some kind of color here in these eyes, not just like the, not just the pupils, but you know, like the whites of the eyes. But the hair is also white, and they're right beside each other. Excuse me. Maybe if I do this. That wasn't as helpful as I thought it would be. Still not as helpful as I thought it would be. Let me try this again. I think I'm gonna just let that be. I think that's where we're going with that. What do you guys think? She's cute, right? It's still coming together. My chair, oh, we already read that part, yeah. Let's see, I still wanted to add, we're still in the add layer, right? Yeah, we are. So we're gonna go back to the inking line art stuff. We're gonna come in here and add a little highlight to the legs. Oh, and it's Nevis. We're gonna skip as soon as I figure out where this is. Okay. There we go. Let's add a little bit of highlight to the dress, and then we're gonna start with the scales, because I really feel like that's honestly the next step. If we want to know where this is going, this drawing, we're gonna have to add some scales. So at some point, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna just, nope, we gotta do the lasso tool thing for this again. So let's do it. We just want to select the dress. There we go. And now we can do the highlighter. But not like that, apparently. So close and still not right. Maybe I made the brush too big. Let's make it slightly smaller. Nope. Definitely not. Let's go back to this one for a second because it's a little too, it was a little bit too much. Just slightly, you know, like just a little. Let's see. Is that okay? I think I'm gonna roll with that. That's gonna have to do it. Cause I don't wanna, whoops. I don't wanna overdo the highlights like I just did by accident, but I fixed it really fast. I want these to sort of like look soft. I just want this whole thing to look soft. I don't want harsh edges for this drawing, which is very different than what I've been doing for most of them. But yeah, that's kind of like sort of what I'm trying to pull off here. I want the whole thing to just look soft. Okay, it's time for shells. Or not shells, it's time for scales. We want to give her some scales. So I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to pick up, do I want a textured pen maybe? Maybe we can try this one. We'll try it. And what kind of colors are we looking at here? We've got like some cute blues. We've got some purples still. Got some turquoise. We've got, okay. So basically the same palette we've already been working with, but let's figure out how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna make it look natural and like it belongs there? Like, and do I need to like be switching colors constantly? I don't know. That's already like the same color. All right, that's not gonna work. Let's try a different blend mode maybe. Maybe hard mix will work. And then if we added, oh gosh, teal? Does it change anything? No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to do these scales. Guys, I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss for how to do these scales. I'm gonna have to figure something out. Because what I've done so far, not working. Not at all. I think we need to just not try to do any kind of fancy blend modes. We're just gonna have to do a regular layer. We're gonna need full opacity, hello, on the brush. And some random guy, Moss says bark bark. This comment section is mine. I've claimed it. Some random guy. Hey, stop marking my turn. Hyper realistic, like those SpongeBob scenes. Oh, for the scales? Yeah, that'll blend in great. Where they close in on the character. You can't claim the comment section, says Slither. It was a close call. He almost did, because he was the only comment for a hot second. Let's see what we can do here scale-wise. How can I build up some scaly bits in here? Let's see, we need like, I don't know, like I'm trying. Let's see what other colors. We were using this one. And the purple one. I cannot believe that the part that is foiling me about this drawing are the scales. I am like, I'm gonna be so disappointed in myself if I drew this cute little character and then I ruin her trying to add some scales. Like, this cannot be happening. I cannot ruin this beautiful character by just not being able to draw scales. That sounds like the worst case scenario. I don't like it. It's not making me feel good about this. Don't stress yourself about it. You're don't make me use the newspaper. I am so attacking you back on Art Fight soon, by the way, Slither. Yeah, Moss is talking to you. Yeah, I don't want to stress out. I just want it to look good. I just want it to look amazing. I don't want all this cuteness to be ruined by acne looking scales. I want them to still be super cute and super shiny. And I can add the shiny part later. Maybe I just gotta get the base colors down. Is this one of those trust the process moments? Is that what this is? Am I in a trust the process moment? I might be in a trust the process moment. Okay. I think I can live with this. I think it's working. It just needed a little line art. And now I just gotta go around the rest of the body and do the same thing. Okay, I feel better. I feel better about this. This is gonna work. It's going to work, you guys. We're gonna do this. It is gonna work. All right, so starting with the white, let me come in here and like it's on the back of the arms. So we're gonna add some scales here to the back of her arms. And then we're gonna do teal, because some of them are teal. And the purple. That one was like huge. There we go. Same thing. Oh goodness. Same thing on the other side. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna make this work. This is gonna be great. We start with the back of the arm. Grab the teal. Dab that in. And the purple. And I'm gonna bring this a little higher up the arm, that side. Legs. Legs next. Okay. Same thing. We're gonna stick to what works. We know that we're gonna go white first. Teal. And purple. And now liner. Liner to hold it all in. That was done with this layer, or this thing, and it's all in the same layer, so that one went over the shoe. That we can't have that. That can't go over the shoe. Gotta draw the line there. Not gonna put the scale over the shoe. Drawn on. Honestly, I think some simplistic C shapes could work. Yeah, it was as far as the line art around each scale kind of goes, I was just kind of doing that. Like, I agree. Like some little, I mean, I'm doing kind of like backwards C's, but just sort of like lining those in this way. And we're almost, we almost got it, almost got it, almost got it. That side, and same thing over here. At least this way though, I don't have to like come back and color them because they're already like colored in because I already dotted them in. So I'm just kind of like drawing the edges around the scales that are already drawn on. Huh, that doesn't, there we go, that does erase, okay. No, there we go. There we go. So now the arms. I do think it kind of makes it look a little bit more 3D with the little C-shaped outlines, because then like, yeah, it looks like the scales are a little bit raised, which is what they would do because they're scales. I need to like not go too fast though, because this pen, if I go too fast, will just turn every curve I draw into a straight line. So I gotta watch out for that. Like it just did. Hopefully this music is good because it's like I'm concentrating so hard on all these little spots. So like I'm not saying too much. Moss says, I am doing something risky with my sculpt right now. If I screw up, a thing I am making is done for. Yeah, I wish you luck too. Just like some random guy, because that's so hard. With digital art, there's edit and do, or there's like always another layer. But when you're doing something traditional, like, you kind of gotta like, you gotta let it be what it turns into along the way, because what you do is kind of there. You're kind of like married to it. So yeah, good luck. I really hope what you're doing works out exactly how you want it to, if not better, because that would be stressful. There we go. So we have ourselves some very nice scales, if I do say so myself. I would like to add the slightest, like I mean ever so slightest bit of highlight to these, like really just the teensiest bit. So I'm just gonna do like, actually let me make sure the size of this is small enough. There we go. Just the littlest bit. Of glitz and glam, just a teensy bit. There we go. Just speckle that in, and we've got like the hair left to add a little bit of texture to, and then this this faded out seafoamy skirt piece. And this will basically be done. Slap in a little bit of like a background element, and yeah, that's kind of like where we're at with this art attack. I'm actually surprised it's taken this long, because I feel like last stream I was able to do 2 attacks on one stream, and this stream it just does not look like we're gonna get 2 attacks out of this stream. I think we're just gonna get the one. But it's definitely been a learning process for sure. I feel like it's been a little bit. I didn't realize how much I was signing up for, I suppose, because like when I picked out this character, I didn't know I was going to be doing fully colored line art, and I did not realize I did not know how to make the scales, so I learned that along the way. So here we are. I don't love what I just did with the eyes there. I think I'm gonna dial that back a little bit. Yeah. Just a little. We just want a little, not a lot. Just a little. Sometimes less is more, you know? There we go. All right, so I think next I'm going to do this skirt thing, because I have an idea for how I'm going to do this. I'm going to grab this color. I'm going to grab this. Lasso tool again, our friend, the lasso. And then I'm just gonna fill that in. And we are gonna use the eraser and a gradient. We're gonna make a gradient out of it with this paintbrush. We're just kinda gonna fade it away, kinda like that. And there we go. And what I can actually do with that is lock pixels, come back in here with that airbrush again that we were using earlier for shading, pick up the darker purple color that I used for my shadow, and then just kind of like bring that in the slightest bit, like just a little bit, just enough to kind of like push it back to the background a bit. There we go. And there we go. Yeah, I like it. that worked out how I wanted it to. So now it's just a matter of the hair. Let's finish the hair. We're gonna clip down to this. We're going to pick up this color. We're gonna use multiply. And we're gonna, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stay on the airbrush and we're gonna see what this does. What do we get from this? What do we get if we do this? We come in here with just a little bit of this rounded airbrush. That's cool. Let's multiply that. There we go. So that gives me like the thinner sea bubbly look. Me too, buddy. Consider invading chat. I wish you luck. You guys are welcome to invade the chat. I know that a lot of you are working on your own art pieces too, so I'm not going to be disappointed if there's not a whole lot of chatter going on. I just appreciate that you guys are here listening to me chatter about my process. Summer Guy, I think it would look good if you softened the scales a bit. Are they a little bit too strong? They might be a little bit too strong. I still have them on. Nope, they're not on their own layer. They're collapsed into the main artwork. I might be able to do a little bit by putting another layer on top and then just adding an opaque skin tone over the scales to help bring them down a tiny bit. But they are baked into the flats layer now because I did collapse them in. What I think I'm going to do here with the hair, while I'm still on the hair layer, is add a little bit of white. And yeah, we can use the same airbrush tool, I think. And we're just going to, like, no, that's not it. I think I don't want it clipping. And I think I want it to be normal mode, not. Because that way it's going to use its own opacity instead of the opacity of the layer beneath it. Because I do kind of want this to have some parts that just sort of are stronger than the others, because I want it to seem like the foam is a little thicker in some areas than in other areas. You know? Like that. And then if we add a little textured, let's see, what textures do we have? Like maybe this. I'm gonna alpha lock that, and we're gonna come in here with a little bit of this. I'm gonna seafoam that up a little bit. And I think that helps, for sure. That gives us a little bit more of that sort of texture that she's got going on here. Or at least something similar. A similar texture. Maybe not exactly the same, but it's similar. I think at this point what I want to do is change my background color to something a little more aquatic. And we're also going to see kind of like how it affects the hair, because the hair is a little bit opaque. So I do like this. This is a good color. And then I kind of wanted to, I don't know, let's see. Layers down here, add. Let's try, do I want to, freehand. Okay, yeah. We're going to do something. We're going to do, how do I want to do this? Not like that. Not like that. That might work. This is not the color I wanted for this. This is. But what I want to do with this is select. Hang on. Select. And we're going to feather it a little bit. Maybe like that. And drag this in. There we go. And if we multiply this several times, merge down, multiply again, Merge down, keep going. So I'm trying to get a much smoother. That might have gone too far. Maybe like that one. Okay. And my thinking here, also, hi, hello, Pilfer. Yes, I'm new. I've never been here before. I'm a literal stream baby goo-goo. Yeah, nobody here knows who you are, Pilfer, I'm sure. You are just totally going incognito right now, and everyone is oblivious. Absolutely. We are all buying it. Okay, I don't know. I kind of like it. I don't know what I'm doing. I like it though. We're gonna keep it. I like the heart. We're gonna clipping mask down to this, and then we're gonna pick up a water brush, okay? I'm going to pop over here to water, because literally water brush. I don't know that I like these ones, but we're gonna try it. So we're gonna we'll do this, and it's really large, so I'm just gonna kind of come in here and see what that does. I don't like that at all. We're not doing that. I don't like it. We're gonna grab a different brush. Let's try elements. There we go, ocean. That's more like it. So I'm going to go like this. And hopefully give ourselves a more water-ish, a more water-like, yeah, a more water-like look. And I'm going to come in here with a little bit of a darker blue. And I'm going to do, I don't know, maybe linear burn. Let's see how that looks. And I'm just trying to, no, we're not going to linear burn. How about we just stick to normal? I picked the color, let's stick to it. Just going to come in here just a little bit under the white, just to try to add a little bit of depth. It would work if this was lining up the same as the existing waves. So what I might do instead is duplicate this layer, grab this one, move it slightly. We're gonna lock those layers, lock those pixels. We're gonna take this color and use a more solid paintbrush. Ah, beautiful. That's what I wanted to do. That looks more like what I was after. Can you guys see that? Does that show up for you guys like this? Let's see. Phoenix Masked, hello. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Whoa, 2 new people joined out of nowhere, out of thin air. Oh, my music just ended too. How the timing, oh my gosh. Could it have been any more synchronized? Yeah, Pilfer says, I just finished making my ice cream for the day. Good job, good job, good job. You get to go home and draw. That's exciting. Hello, Phoenix Masked. Welcome to the stream. Pilfer, that looks beautiful. Love the shading and colors. So good, Perry. Thank you so much. Moss, 2 new people. I did see that. Oh my gosh, I scrolled really far. Oops. I know you joined earlier, but still, I, for one, do not buy it. I know, Pilfer, you're too well known here to get away with trying to be incognito. Slither, Perry, do you have any teen characters that can be added to my mask attack? I have, goodness. Let me look, because I do have some, younger characters. I have 3. I am blanking right now on if any of them would classify as like a teenager though. Goodness. So Princess Potpourri, no, she's a kid, she's not a teen. Rini, also child, not teen. Who's my other one? Amelia. Amelia is like right there on the cusp. I would say she's like preteen. She might be in the 13-ish range. Here you go. She's definitely on like the earlier stages. But yeah, there's one if you're still looking for one. A Purify, says Phoenix Masked. So good to see you and to have you a Purify in the stream. We are wrapping up this character. I do think there's a few other things I could do to just help it pop a little tiny bit more, just a little bit of glow in a few select places. I did sort of want to just briefly like scroll through a few small, I don't know, that kind of makes it look like fabric. I don't want fabric. I wanted it to look like water. That kind of works for me. I don't know. I like it. I'm gonna duplicate that one more time. That's probably too much. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave the heart as is in the background. I might even just turn this multiply layer back to normal since I'm indecisive and leave that. But that's our little watery background heart. And yeah, let's add some glow and then we'll be done, I think. So let's do it. Let's add some glow. I'm literally gonna use a glow pen. So here we go. Did my music literally just stop on me again? It did. Why is this happening? That's okay. Is that better? You guys can hear it? It's too powerful? Glow makes it better. All too powerful. Yeah, it does. Glow makes such a difference. And I don't know what it is, but it does. I don't know why. We're gonna pick up, I guess, the shell color. Let's start here. And let's make just a little bit of a glow here on the shell. Like that. And we're gonna add some to this one too. We're gonna make this one like have a little bit of that same intensity. Nope, nope, nope. That eraser is not the eraser I was looking for. We're gonna switch that real quick. There we go. And then come back up here. I want the pearls to also glow, so let's do that. Let's pick up our pearlescent color. We're gonna grab, we're gonna be so, ever so gentle with this, like super duper gentle, but we're gonna add a little pearly glow to these spots here. And there's one in her hair, let's get that. And of course these gemstones. That's looking good, I think. And then we can add a little to the hair. So let's give this frothy, foamy kind of hair a little bit of like some bubbly glow. Just in a few select places. We're not going to go overboard. We just want, see what I mean? Like a little bit can go a long way. But now we got to like make sure we get the other side of the head too, because we can't have it all in one side because that brings too much of the visual weight to one side of the drawing. We need to make sure that we're not overpowering one side. There we go. Really love it. It's popping. And I think if I'm very careful, maybe I can add a teensy bit to the shoe. I didn't really do anything with the shoes, and I'm realizing that now, so I'm thinking maybe we can sort of cheat it in as if like this was the plan all along. But otherwise, she's kind of done. Could risk a little bit on the dress, just a little. No, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are we golden? Are we good? How's she look? How is our friend? This little cutie. Oh, the eye. Is it still too much to put a little glitz in the eye? And what if we duplicate? What are we getting here? Just a really nice glowy sheen. The hair might be a little too glowy with the second one. There we go. I think that's it for me. I really appreciate you guys being here, and I appreciate everyone that joined, no matter if you stayed the whole time or if you were new here toward the end. Really appreciate all of you for being here. I'm gonna switch this over so you guys can get like a larger view of it. I don't know if that made it any bigger, but we'll try. I just really want you guys to be able to see the final result. And I will stream again next weekend. So for the month of Art Fight, we are going to do a stream every Sunday. So if you guys want to come back next Sunday, we will do this again. Same place, same time. And I guess I will see you there, okay? And thanks again for joining me. Make sure to stretch. Make sure to drink water. Make sure to rest. Am I missing anything? Take breaks when you need them. Eat food. Listen to your body, okay? That's everything I've got, guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time, okay?